Get dressed with us. We're going out to dinner with Gucci.
I'm going to become every single thing that you think I would never become.
I've got a question for you. Would you rather be rich and disliked on social media or average and liked by everyone? If you've spent any time on beauty TikTok over the last few years, you've probably come across the name Mikayla Nogueira. Depending on who you ask, she's either one of the hardest working beauty influencers on the internet or one of the most controversial. She survived Lashgate, built $1 million beauty brand, gone through a very public divorce, found love again, and now she's making headlines for spending around $50,000 renovating a brand new beauty room. But here's the question. How did one of the internet's most controversial beauty influencers go from a relatable makeup girl filming in her bedroom to a millionaire that people now call out of touch? Has the internet become too obsessed with criticizing everything Mikayla does? Or is the criticism actually deserved? Today, we're going through her story from the very beginning, looking at the biggest moments that shaped her career, the controversies that nearly ended it, and why, despite everything, people still can't stop talking about her. If you're new here, welcome to The Internet Witness, where I cover trending stories and conversations happening across social media and the internet. If that's your kind of content, please support this channel by liking, subscribing, commenting, and engaging with this video so that more people can discover it and find this channel.
I missed you. While I do my makeup today, I'm going to tell you everything.
We are going to break this video into chapters to better understand all the aspects about Mikayla. Now, don't you worry, everything will be covered in this one video. Chapter 1, Who is Mikayla Nogueira? Before all the headlines and controversies, Mikayla was simply a young woman who loved makeup. She has spoken about discovering makeup as a teenager after buying Avon products, and over time, she became fascinated by beauty. She later studied communications while working in retail at Ulta Beauty. Like many creators, she didn't become famous overnight. Then the pandemic happened. During lockdown, TikTok exploded, and so did Mikayla's account. People loved her because she didn't look like every other beauty influencer. She showed her acne, she showed texture, she wasn't overly polished, she had a loud, unmistakable Boston accent, she was funny, she was energetic. Most importantly, she felt real. People trusted her product recommendations because she came across as someone genuinely excited about makeup rather than someone trying to sell products. That authenticity quickly turned her into one of the biggest beauty creators on TikTok. Question for you, did you discover Mikayla before she became famous or only after all the controversy started?
Oh, hi. Do you have a face full of acne and you just can't seem to figure out how to cover it up? Watch this. I've been able to trick people into thinking I have no acne at all with these 3 products. First, Exuviance Radiance Serum. This stuff is sticky as hell, and that's what you need for your foundation to stick. Next, Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This stuff is the bomb. And third, the NARS Matte Concealer and a concealer brush. Now watch this. Apply the serum, apply the primer, take your concealer brush with the concealer, and cover up all the acne. Now, this might just be the most important part. Once you have the concealer on, don't touch it, don't blend it, leave it alone for 2 minutes, and then apply your foundation. And here's the final look. Oh, I'm sorry. What? What acne? I can't... what?
This is Mikayla's, one of her first videos. Look at this, her cute setup, and I wanted her to remember this. You're gonna be the next beauty guru. She writes, I wish with...
We are in my brand new beauty studio. I am so freaking excited to be here. Now bear with me, the room is a work in progress for a little while. I haven't washed or taken care of my skin in like a week. I haven't worn makeup in a week, so I think it's time. I'm gonna do some vitamin C. I can't go without vitamin C anymore. I use it every single day. Moisturizer, I just wanted to sit down and talk with you guys and, catch up. Move made Cody and I extremely exhausted. We unpacked everything in 3 days. And even in the moments where we wanted to rip our heads off, we could not be happier to be here. I'm gonna use the beautiful skin foundation. And can I just be real for a second? I have to say, I have the best fucking community of people. The support you have shown Cody and I over the last couple days through this whole process has been unfucking believable. Thank you. Damn, it feels good to wear fucking makeup again. I'm so happy. I love you.
Chapter 2. From Humble Beginnings to Beauty, TikTok Stardom. When you go back and look at Mikayla's earlier videos, you can really see how simple her beginnings were. One of the videos that really helped her account blow up was when she showed people how she covered her acne using a concealer technique. The video went viral, people started trying the technique themselves, and her account quickly started getting more attention. But I don't think it was just the makeup that made people follow her. I think a big part of it was her personality. She was bubbly, happy, loud, and had this infectious energy that people were naturally drawn to. She seemed like a genuine person who simply loved sitting in front of her camera doing makeup, trying different products, and talking to her followers, and people connected with that. From there, her growth was incredibly fast. Her following grew, her videos were getting millions of views, brands started noticing her, and eventually she was able to leave her job and do social media full-time. Then you really started seeing her life change. She went from those simple videos to having her own beauty room, working with major brands, traveling, and turning her love for makeup into a very successful career. And whether you like Mikayla or not, you have to give her credit for that. But the bigger she became, the more people started watching and questioning everything she did. And then came 2023. One mascara video was about to completely change the way people looked at Mikayla. And this is where we get into Lashgate. Chapter 3. Lashgate. If you've never heard of Lashgate, let me explain. Mikayla posted a sponsored video reviewing L'Oreal's telescopic lift mascara. And at first, it seemed like another normal Mikayla makeup review until people started looking closely at her eyelashes. Viewers began accusing her of adding false lashes before showing the final result while presenting the dramatic lashes as the result of the mascara. And the internet went crazy. People were pausing the video, zooming in, comparing her lashes before and after. Other beauty creators started making videos about it, and suddenly everyone had an opinion. But I think the bigger issue wasn't really about mascara. It was about trust. If people believe you're reviewing a product honestly and they later feel like they've been misled, they're naturally going to start questioning your other recommendations. And I think Lashgate changed that relationship between Mikayla and part of her audience, because after that, people started looking at her content differently. Personally, I do think influencers should be held accountable when they're advertising products. People are spending their real money based on these recommendations. But at the same time, how long should someone be punished for one controversy? So I'm curious, do you think Lashgate deserved the amount of backlash it received? Or do you think people should have moved on a long time ago?
So what's going on with the Mikayla mascara drama? If you aren't familiar with Mikayla, she's a makeup TikToker with 14.4 million followers. Well, she's getting a lot of backlash over a recent mascara video she made for L'Oreal. In the video, Mikayla can be seen putting on mascara and her eyelashes go from this to this. But then the video cuts and she says that she applies a second layer, and her eyelashes suddenly look like this. Here's a side-by-side, and fans are calling her out because they think that she applied fake lashes in between the cuts. Many people actually think that you can see a gap between her eyelid and the false lashes. Well, someone in the comments of the post straight up asked her if she put on false lashes at the end. And she said, no, OMG, L'Oreal would never allow that in a partner post, but y'all proving my point. And interestingly, she's made a video talking about this topic in the past. She made this video in 2021 calling out brands and influencers who wear false lashes but are trying to sell you mascara. She asked if you could tell if she was lying and that it wasn't her real lashes, and then finishes by saying that's what brands do, they lie. So what do you guys think? Is she wearing fake lashes?
Literally just changed my life. This looks like this is how? What? It's this L'Oreal telescopic tip, and I'm satin to coat the lashes. And then once you've done that, you flip the brush to the side and you use the hook comb to basically separate. This is one coat. Okay, I'm gonna add a second. Look at the length. Do you see that? I am speechless. And I'm not sure anyone's gonna ever be able to compete with this mascara.
What really changed her career was Lashgate. Mikayla hosted a workshop recently teaching other influencers how to profit off of their influencing career and make it to the fame that she did. Now, she attributes that fame to her famous Try Being an Influencer for a Day video, but in reality, it was this. This ad right here changed the trajectory of her life forever. And Lashgate was so big and so monumental in the makeup community. That is what propelled her into being a multi-millionaire. And then she took a month off, came back, and smiled in everybody's face and says, I'm sure we all know why we gathered here today. I think if you're going to host a workshop teaching everybody how to become the type of influencer that you have become, you should be honest about how you got there in the first place.
So everyone's talking about Mikayla now because she did this ad and she's saying that these are her real lashes, and everyone is convinced that they are not her real lashes, especially after this video that she made.
Is absolutely incredible. It truly did a phenomenal job. I mean, literally, just look at the difference. So I just lied straight to your face, and you probably believed it. These lashes, totally fake. And that's what brands do. They lie to you about how things work. Would you have known these were false lashes? Maybe not. You're someone who doesn't have a lot of lashes, doesn't know how to apply lashes, or just wants a little lash lift, this video is for you. Out the gate, let's start by applying 2 coats of your favorite mascara. We want to achieve the fuller lash look. We're going to use the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Lash Extension. They're super affordable, you get a ton of them.
People are like, okay, this right here has to be what happened in the recent video. But she's denying that she was wearing anything fake in her ad.
Okay, this makes me really sad because normally I find a lot of positivity in Mikayla's content, but she says this is 1 coat and this is 2. And girl, you know mascara doesn't do that. And now you have Jeffree Star coming for you.
The comment of Mikayla doubling down is absolutely where she dug her own grave, because that was the one that was a blatant lie. The thing that could have saved her ass from this all is just being like, oh yeah, I popped on a falsie at the end, but you guys can obviously see what it looked like in the beginning. The only next move they can make here is she needs to have a conversation with L'Oreal, and they both need to come clean. Otherwise, I do feel like L'Oreal is just letting her drown.
Mikayla Nogueira finally addressed the mascara L'Oreal drama. She was accused of putting on falsies on there. Well, guess what? Here's what she had to say.
Years ago, I went from having my career nearly destroyed over a L'Oreal mascara ad to becoming the face of the new L'Oreal Extensionist mascara. Back then, I could have easily let that moment destroy me, but 2026 is my redemption year, and I'm showing up for it. This year has a lot of change, and I am embracing all of it. Listen, at this point, I have been canceled for everything you can imagine. People have a lot of opinions on me, and you just have to roll with the punches. So no matter what you think of this, I am proud of it. I am proud of me, and I am grateful for everyone who has supported me for years, even through all the bullshit. Also, shout out to L'Oreal for believing in me. When they first reached out asking if I wanted to be the face of their new mascara, I said, are you fucking sure about that? I was definitely thrown off, but I was so excited about it, especially because I got to work alongside 2 incredible beauty creators.
A lot of people are shocked that L'Oreal decided to work with Mikayla again, given the drama that was a couple years ago where she was accused of putting on, fake little lashes to make the mascara seem like it really does volumize and lengthen and curl. Anyways, I was shocked. And when L'Oreal Paris posted that ad campaign, they quickly deleted it because the comment section wasn't that good. But it is up now. It's back up. And the comment sections are still kind of the same. That's why Mikayla said, I don't care what you think about this. At the end of the day, the check cleared, she got paid, and I don't know, guys. Do you think it was a smart move for L'Oreal Paris to do another campaign with Mikayla? And it's interesting they did it with 3 instead of just Mikayla by herself. So, but anyways, you know what? What do you guys think about that in the comment section down below?
You never learn. We got Lashgate 2.0. On one of Mikayla's recent videos, she tests Essence new mascara, but partway through when she does a jump cut to talk, she's caught switching up brushes with a Maybelline mascara wand. The comments didn't miss. She did reply to one comment and said, "I had that open because I use it for my bottom lashes, picked up the wrong one in the clip." But people clap back because she doesn't have mascara on her bottom lashes for the rest of the video. This is the message that she sent out to her Instagram group. Let me know what you think. I think she was using Maybelline and trying to push Essence on people.
Chapter 4, the accent, filters, and authenticity debate. Lashgate wasn't the only time people started questioning Mikayla's authenticity. As she became more famous, viewers also started noticing her accent. Some people compared her older videos to her newer ones and felt that her Boston accent had become much stronger, leading to accusations that she was exaggerating it because it had become such a recognizable part of her personality online. Then came the filter accusations. People accused Mikayla of using beauty filters or editing her skin while reviewing makeup products. And this is where I can understand some of the criticism. If you're reviewing foundation, concealer, or skincare, people should be able to see what that product actually looks like on real skin. But there's one thing I don't agree with. People also started coming for Mikayla's appearance, creating memes and making jokes about the way she looks. And let's call that what it is. That's bullying. There's a difference between criticizing someone for potentially using filters to sell a product and making fun of someone's face or appearance. And I feel like mocking Mikayla's looks has become so normalized online that people don't even recognize it as bullying anymore. So let me make my position very clear. I don't agree with it and I don't condone it. Hold influencers accountable for what they do, absolutely. But someone's appearance should never become acceptable material for people to mock. What do you think? Have people crossed the line between holding Mikayla accountable and simply bullying her? Let's watch what this looked like for her.
Mikayla Nogueira claims that she doesn't use filters on her video, so I would absolutely love her to explain what my eyes are seeing in this sponsored post that she did for this BB cream. Here's her video. On one side, she has the BB cream applied. On the other side, there is absolutely nothing there. I will admit her skin looks great. It looks poreless, flawless. It doesn't look like she has any redness or pimples or anything of that happening. And if you look specifically right here in the chin area, right there, absolutely nothing there. Her skin looks incredibly clear, looks gorgeous. So she then applies the foundation to that one side of the face, applying it super smoothly, and then it cuts to her taking a Q-tip to clean that area right here on the face, and suddenly there's a huge red pimple there that was not there before. As you can see, here's a screenshot before, here's a screenshot after. My question is, where did this come from? It was not there when you had absolutely nothing on your face. It seems to have magically appeared. And if you take a look at the clip here when she's trying to remove the foundation there, I don't know, that looks like some magical foundation. It seems to kind of smooth itself out. It almost seems like it's super hard to remove until suddenly she cuts the clip and it's clear, and you could clearly see that red mark right there. I don't know what's going on. Please explain to me, because if I'm going to be honest, this is not the first time this has happened. There's a TikTok user, Canadian Ginger, she did point out this exact scenario happening with the NARS foundation, how her skin looked really great before, but when she wants to show you how great the foundation covers redness and pimples and acne, suddenly she has redness, pimples, and acne underneath. So I don't know, Mikayla Nogueira, I want to believe you when you say you don't use filters, but when magical things like this are happening, it's kind of hard to believe you. So one more time to show you guys, here is the before, here's the after. Before, after, before, after. So if you ask me, it kind of looks like she had a filter on before she applied the foundation and then removed the filter so that she could show you guys how great the foundation is, just like she did in the NARS video. But who's to say? She says she doesn't use filters.
Beauty influencer Mikayla Nogueira is getting attention online after fans noticed a big difference between how her makeup looks on her own TikTok videos and how it appeared on other cameras at a recent event. Mikayla attended the Hannah Montana premiere and was interviewed by several outlets on the red carpet, including entertainment media and fashion magazines. But after clips from those interviews started circulating online, viewers began pointing out that her makeup looked noticeably different compared to the flawless look people usually see on her TikTok page. In her own content, Mikayla is known for highly polished makeup looks and dramatic transformations. However, some people felt the red carpet footage made her makeup appear heavier or less blended than it does on her personal videos. This sparked speculation among viewers. Some believe the difference could simply be due to professional lighting, high-definition cameras, or the lack of beauty filters that many creators use on their own platforms. Others say makeup designed for phone cameras can sometimes look very different under studio lighting. Despite the debate, many fans also defended Mikayla, pointing out that red carpet environments are extremely harsh for makeup and can make anyone's look appear different than it does on social media.
I do not film my videos with filters, and I will fucking die on that hill.
Oh, honey, there's literally a filter tagged on the Get Ready With Me for the Hannah Montana anniversary. Mikayla Nogueira responds to Photoshop and gets exposed.
I gotta keep it real. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the Boston accent, if people are still upset about mascara Lashgate from 3 years ago at this point, if it's the fact that she started off poor and now has lost weight and gained money and is successful.
I feel like people are always trying to make a case for Mikayla Nogueira. They always say the crime doesn't fit the punishment, that she didn't do no wrong, she just lied. I mean, it's a fact that she has stolen other creators' bodies, specifically women, and have profited off of them millions of dollars off of the TikTok shop, and those poor creators haven't seen half of those sales. You want to talk about photoshopping? It was a crime of her to Photoshop Selena Gomez, and she got exposed for it.
To lie.
I don't use filters.
And she literally photoshopped Selena Gomez to look bigger.
This is the last time I am ever going to speak on this because it is a dead-end conversation. We've talked about it for the last 6 years, and I'm just ready to put it to bed. But quite frankly, the real reason I'm making this video is because I'm tired of my name constantly being lied on, and I can never defend myself, and I'm just done with that. Obviously, this video is about my looks, my appearance, what I present online versus what is seen in public, out in the wild. Now, I have said so many times that I do not film my videos with filters. And I will fucking die on that hill. I am filming in the TikTok app as we speak. There is zero filter on my face right now. Nothing. No beauty mode, no face altering filter. I don't even have lights on. I'm just sitting in front of a window on a cloudy day. And this is what I look like. Okay?
Hey, seeing as how I'm already in a bad mood, this influencer thinks you're dumb as shit.
I'm freaking out. Look what just showed up at my door. Naz has a new
Watch this.
I don't think you understand. If Naz complexion has no fans, then I'm dead.
See how perfect her skin is? Oh, and by the way, in case you don't know and you live under a rock, she wants you to know that she doesn't use filters.
I've said this a million times and I will defend it until I'm in the grave, that there are no filters on my videos.
Like, she really doesn't use filters.
Do not hit me with the yeah because you're deceiving your eye. No, I'm not. There's no filter on the video. You're just making that up. The video has color grading on it. Let me take the color grading off and show you what I actually look like. This is with the color grading off.
Like, it's so upsetting to her that people talk about filters that she makes multiple videos about crying about how she doesn't understand why she looks different in filters.
I don't know why I look different in person. I know.
Now watch her apply the product.
Slow. In Naz fashion, I'm gonna do this how they would, where first they apply it to the skin and kind of melt it in with the fingers.
Now watch this.
Like underneath this foundation. Yeah. Like, that is a good foundation.
So weird. It's almost like it wasn't there before. Now, like, maybe she quantum leaped into a different dimension. Like, maybe this is like a multiverse situation, and Mikayla in the multiverse has problems on her skin, and then the Mikayla in the other universe didn't have problems on her skin. That could be why. Or maybe it's because she thinks you're fucking stupid.
So everyone's talking about Mikayla's makeup at the Hannah Montana premiere the other day. And as a makeup artist, I just kind of want to join in on this little discourse real quick. This crazy TikTok soft glam that all of you guys ask for all the time, this is what we see when we see y'all in person. This is what thousands of layers of foundation, thousands of layers of powder, 20 layers of concealer, 20 layers of blush, 20 layers of makeup products looks like in real life. And you guys are just not used to seeing it because maybe that's how some of you look in person.
Low-key, I'm actually starting to feel bad for Mikayla. Mikayla, I can't ever pronounce her last name right, but she's known for being a beauty influencer. Recently went to the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary premiere red carpet, and people are commenting. I mean, this has been commented on before about Mikayla, but people are saying again how she looks completely different in person than she does online. As you can see behind me, we have a photo from social media of Mikayla, and then we have, of course, on the red carpet. I mean, obviously there is a noticeable difference. And look, I am no Mikayla fan. She actually has me blocked on here, but I don't know, man. I do feel kind of bad about how ruthless people are being about her appearance, because let's face it, I mean, most of us don't look like, you know, what we look on social media. We don't look like that in person, and if you do, congrats, that's awesome, but let's be real, the majority of us don't. And I put myself in Mikayla's shoes. I know she signed up for this life of criticism. You know, she's a public figure, people are gonna talk, and everybody has a right to an opinion or thought. This is America, we can voice what we feel and think, but I do put myself in Mikayla's shoes, and I wonder, like that, it can't be good on your psyche, man. Like, I wouldn't want to leave the house, you know what I mean? And obviously she's editing her social media photos heavily because she's insecure as it is. And then you have people pointing out the fact that she doesn't look like that on social media in person. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too sensitive. I do kind of actually feel bad. Low-key, I'm actually starting to feel bad.
Look at the cheek. Look at the cheek.
I'm gonna have to post this before I leave.
You saw that cheek? When Mikayla Nogueira said that she does not use filters,
that I do not film my videos with.
I'm gonna show you a video where her cheek, like, look at my cheek, look at mine. It goes like that. The filter glitches in this video I'm about to show you. Pay close attention to the cheek. Here we go.
No, I'm gonna have to post this before I leave so y'all can tell me.
Listen, honey, I'm a makeup artist, not a magician. That was some filter going on. And now that I prove it to her audience that she uses filters, what do I get hit with? You're obsessed! You're obsessed! Oh, leave her alone, you're so obsessed! Or I'll get hit with, well, so what? Well, so what if she uses filters? Everybody does.
But people are saying again how she looks completely different in person than she does online. As you can see behind me, we have a photo from social media of Mikayla, and then we have, of course, on the red carpet. I mean, obviously there is a noticeable difference. And look, I am no Mikayla fan. She actually has me blocked on here, but I don't know, man. I do feel kind of bad about how ruthless people are being about her appearance. Because let's face it, I mean, most of us don't look like, you know, what we look on social media. We don't look like that in person. And if you do, congrats, that's awesome. But let's be real, the majority of us don't. And I put myself in Mikayla's shoes. I know she signed up for this life of criticism. You know, she's a public figure, people are gonna talk, and everybody has a right to an opinion.
This is the real Mikayla, no filters, no face tune, and the comment section is brutal. Sephora just announced that they're going to have POV beauty at their stores now, and it looks like all people can do is talk about why she looks so different. She's no stranger to this. This happened when she dressed up for the Hannah Montana movie premiere. And listen, I see both sides, right? Why would you not want to put your best foot forward? Who doesn't love a little filter, especially when you know you're gonna have a bunch of eyes on you? But when you're promoting makeup, skincare, it really matters how we see your face, your skin texture. It feels like you're lying to them and being disingenuous, and so they start to not trust you and your recommendations for what makes a good product.
This is the lash line. Got average lashes. L'Oreal Paris Extensionist Mascara works for all lashes. Yes, seriously. Well, no. I know. Like, so long, falsies.
Another thing people have questioned about Mikayla is her accent. Over the years, viewers have compared her older videos to her newer ones, claiming that her Boston accent became much stronger as she became more famous. Some believe she exaggerates it because it's become such a recognizable part of her brand, while others argue that it's simply the way she speaks. But what do you think? Has her accent actually changed, or are people just looking for another reason to criticize her? Let's hear what the internet says about it, and I'll be back.
Kim Kardashian had this.
Mikayla admitted to using a fake voice. In this video here, you're going to hear her yell, get so excited over the bag. But also, in her video where she talks about Kim Kardashian, how she exaggerates her voice, she talks about how she does it to get your attention. Here we go.
And look at this makeup bag. Say Kim Kardashian. I just say that in the beginning to make you watch it and to make you care. And it clearly works. I'm just being obnoxious and annoying.
Now, what does this mean? It means that Mikayla has been playing into her voice for such a long time now that people in the comments still defend her and say that's her real voice. She doesn't fake it for views, but she basically exaggerates her voice for clicks and views. Mikayla now has admitted that she hypes up her voice.
A new video just surfaced of Mikayla Nogueira, and it shows that she doesn't have an accent. You can come here to hang out with your friends, study, grab a bite to eat. And there are definitely mixed opinions. Where's the accent? I'm so confused. I never ever got the fascination with her. And then people are posting unflattering pictures, like here and here, which I don't see what that solves. She's changed for the negative so much. I watched her from the very beginning. It's sad. Makeup bag. I don't know how y'all like her after this. And that's where she said try being an influencer for a day. Who does she appeal to? Because it was never me. I've literally never followed either. Try being an influencer for a day. Where's the accent? I'm so confused if this is real. It is. It's 5:19 and I just finished work. Try being an influencer for a day. Never forget. Why is her accent different in the first video?
They see you as a friend.
Everything is definitely alleged. I don't know her. I don't know how she talks. All I know, I've seen multiple different videos of her talking differently.
Mikayla Nogueira just admitted that she fakes her accent. You have to listen to this.
No, I'm not from Boston. I've never said that. People just assume it. Do I actually have an accent? Yes. Do I exaggerate it in my videos? Also, yes. I get my accent from my dad. My dad has a wicked strong accent. I am a masshole through and through. I will probably die here. Personality-wise, I like to call myself an acquired taste, and I think that's for obvious reasons. I know I don't have the type of personality that's easily likable, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather just be myself. And I am aware that I'm a very disliked influencer, but that's okay as well. Always got to choose someone to pick on, you know? If it's got to be me, let it be me.
She's right. She's definitely an acquired taste. I don't think people hate her. They just dislike all her lies. People just want the real Mikayla, but instead we get a filtered version of her.
Chapter 5, From Influencer to Business Owner. Despite all the controversies, Mikayla continued growing and eventually launched her own beauty brand, POV Beauty. Now granted, not everyone buying these products was necessarily buying because they trusted Mikayla. Some genuinely wanted to support her and try the products. Others were simply curious and wanted to test whether the products actually lived up to her claims. And we've seen something similar with products Mikayla has collaborated on, including fragrance. Some people buy these products specifically to review them and see for themselves whether what Mikayla is saying is actually true. And I think Lashgate plays a big part in that. Once that trust was damaged, some viewers became more skeptical of anything Mikayla promoted. Instead of simply believing her, they wanted to test it themselves. But here's the interesting part. Whether someone buys Mikayla's product because they love her, they're curious about her, or they want to criticize it, they still bought it. Positive attention or negative attention, Mikayla has managed to turn both into something that keeps people watching, talking, and ultimately spending money. And I think that's something we have to recognize about her influence.
You're constantly telling me your makeup looks like shit. But where's the confusion here? Because I'm literally handing you the solution on a silver platter. I'm telling you right now that your makeup doesn't look good because you don't skin prep. Point of view is inspired by a technique called flooding. I'm about to flood my skin with all of this juicy goodness, and I'm going to show you the exact order in which you do it. And then you can't ask anymore what the order of they're literally in order. I'm going to show you the exact order in which you apply these, okay? You apply skin prep, skincare, you want to go from the thinnest textures to the thickest. So I'm going to start with Drench It because it is literally rice water. It is the texture of water. This is packed with fermented rice water, squalene, niacinamide, resveratrol, adenosine, peptides, and it is going to instantly put hydration into the skin. But not only that, over time, it's going to even the skin tone and brighten. I like to really drench my skin in this. That's why I called it Drench It. Anything remaining on your hands, apply up the neck and on the chest. Okay, now we're going to drip it. This has panthenol, snow mushroom, resveratrol, rice bran oil, moringa seed extract, glycerin. If you have irritated, sensitive, red, agitated skin, this is going to soothe your skin so much. This serum has so much body and cushion on the face. It is glass skin in a bottle. I wanted to create a nourishing serum that has instant results, but also over time, it's going to improve your skin's elasticity. Your skin's going to feel smoother, firmer. Just imagine how beautiful makeup would sit on top of this. If you need help with barrier support, you're going to go in with Whip It. This is a very rich whipped cream-like moisturizer that helps with barrier support. It's loaded with ceramides. Super lightweight, yet really rich. And not only does it moisturize, it actually retains the moisture you're putting on your skin. It has reservoir technology, so it holds the moisture in the skin. Trust me when I say this is what your skin needs to look like before you put your makeup on. You can use this routine without makeup. You can do this morning, night, as your skincare routine. Just finish it off with Amp It, which is the lip ampule. Use this every single morning and night, even throughout the day. It's going to keep your lips plump and juicy. This literally has hyaluronic fill-in spheres, which helps plump the lips without any of the pain or discomfort. But if you plan on wearing makeup, you're going to go in with Glaze It. This is the last step in the routine. This is the Glazy Tack Primer. It has a sticky, tacky texture. It has polymers in it, which blurs the pores in areas where you get texture on the skin from makeup. And it is a literal makeup magnet. My skin prep or skincare doesn't look like this by the end, then I don't want it. Not only are you about to have the best skin of your life, but you can do a subscription basis, you can build your own bundle, you can buy these products individually to see which ones you like. And if you do the subscription, you will get 20% off with each reoccurring order. That is iconic. Thousands and thousands of people have hopped on the Point of View train. We're about to stop at your door, bitch. So you better get on.
My skin is not ready for makeup until it glows like this. This is Chill It, POV Beauty's latest launch, a plumping water moisturizer. I'm excited about this because while we had this Whip It, this is for the normal to dry skin girlies, and Chill It was made with the oily, acne-prone skin girlies in mind, i.e. me. It has a lightweight, I would say hydrogel formula, which is gonna be perfect for warmer months. It layers beautifully with the other products in POV Beauty's line, but on top of that, I can wear under SPF, primer, and makeup with no pilling. I know you see that glow. This entire time I've been in Seoul, I've been putting it to the test, wearing it on its own and under makeup, and it's held up beautifully. Yeah, for my oily, acne-prone skin girlies, especially if you love to wear makeup, this one's for you.
Everyone who is getting mad at Mikayla and her new skin line, take a seat, because I have some facts. Number one, she actually trademarked that name 2 years ago, people. 2 years ago. And number two, the guy that's in Canada, he did not even trademark it. It was not even registered. He is in the wrong. And people are spouting misinformation when they don't even know what they're talking about. And do you know that in Quebec, the law requires them to have the name in French? And he did not. And also, I am so disappointed in Jeffree Star. I actually liked him. I found him funny. I thought he was quirky. I thought he was really good with makeup. But you want to know why I will never watch him again? There's space for both of them. But what he did to Mikayla today in his live, it's just unforgivable. He is trying to knock her new skincare line. He was knocking how she did her commercial.
$142. Cannot believe that people are spending $142 on these products. Listen, Mikayla, for $142, this better be life-changing. All right, let's start with Drench It. I know this is really good for soothing your skin and for giving you that nice and plump feel. Now, what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Tear's Milky Toner. This is probably, dare I say, identical. And if you like Tear Milky Toner, because that is so moisturizing, you're going to love this. One thing I can say that I really do appreciate about Mikayla's product is that they're not just skin prep, like they are skincare. Drip It has snow mushroom and niacinamide in it, and this is supposed to be really good for evening out your skin tone and also helping with texture. I mean, are we seeing this glow? I like it. Next, we have Whip It, and this is supposed to be very moisturizing. Oh my goodness, the texture of this product. The texture of this, oh my gosh. Do you guys see my face right now? That is just way that easily absorbed into my skin. Oh my god, I look fake. If you're not, you might even be able to see your own reflection on my face because this looks like glass. While we let that dry down, I'm gonna apply Amp It. Guys, I don't understand Amp It. This is probably the most mysterious product out of all of them because it's a lip gloss, right? But I don't know how to put this in words. Like, I believe it has pineapple extract and it has peptides in it. And something about those ingredients just makes it like skincare for your lips, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think I've ever tried on a lip gloss that is so lightweight and like zero sense of stickiness. Like, this is not, there is no hint of stickiness in it. Okay, my face is dry. Now moving on to Glaze It. So this is like a tacky primer. So I'm curious to see how this compares to, you know, some of the other grippy primers. This is interesting because this is definitely more thin. It's not like a thick, strong adhesive like Elf's is. It's more like thin, which I actually kind of like because I feel like the other ones are thick and can cause patchiness, but this has like the right amount of tacky and a right amount of like water, if that makes sense. I don't know what the correct term to use. Consistency is so great. The products are definitely high quality. These are some high quality-ish, so $140 for 5 products. Can't be mad at that.
This is the video you've been waiting for. What's my point of view on point of view? I'm going to show you it in action. Here's my skin up close, no filters, nothing on my skin. Drench it up first, apply it on your hands like this, and press into your skin. It's fully dried down. Here's the before and after. Next, we're going to drip it. We're going to apply that straight onto our face and then work that into our skin. It's finally dried down. We're really building up that glow. Now let's whip it. This is probably my favorite formula from the entire line because out of the entire line, I feel like I pulled for this the most. Now we're going to glaze it. 1, 2 pumps. That's all you need. Now this one is a primer, okay? You want to let this set before you apply your complexion. Before we go in with complexion, I want to remind you there is nothing on this side of my face. We're going to go in with one of the most mattifying foundations in my collection. We're going to apply it on both sides. It's dried down fully, and as you can see, it is very, very matte. But on the point of view side, that glow is definitely peeking through. It's undeniable. You can really see the power of all those layers of that skin prep we applied. Here's my skin up close. Here it is from far. Without point of view, with point of view. So, what's my point of view? Well, it works. It does give you that glowy result. It does give you that Mikayla glow. I think it works, and it does a great job. But when I think of my own glowy skincare routine, can my routine do this? Absolutely, 100%. And in some cases, for some formulas, probably even better than this. But this is Mikayla's take on it. And I think it's so cool that my friend has her own brand. And I love that it actually delivers exactly what she says. Now, as a true beauty lover, I would never use the entire line because I own the best of the best in beauty. And after really diving into the formulas, these are the only 2 I would recommend to you. Drench It because it's going to give you an instant glow. Whip it because it's going to give you an instant glow. Now, if you're watching this video and thinking to yourself, there are so many things on the market that can do that, but at different price points, yeah, you're right. I absolutely do agree with you. But what I love about Point of View is they took a market that nobody was really claiming and said, we do skin prep. And when any beauty lover is doing skin prep for makeup, we want instant results. And that is exactly what it's giving. Now, for the future, I'm excited to see Point of View give us instant results for smoothing, blurring, mattifying. Anyways, hate it or love it, that's my point of view.
I bought the full line of POV Beauty and I'm going to give you my honest review. First, I'm going to start with their lip product. It says it has Elastin Glow technology and it's mango flavor. I love mangoes. Now, keep in mind, I have really dry skin and these products are supposed to be really hydrating. Smells amazing, feels amazing. Next up is Glaze It. Packaging is really cute. So you just turn it to unlock it. And then obviously if you're traveling or if it's in your bag, you can just click it back and forth. No smell. It definitely feels tacky. Next up is Whip It. This says hydrating whipped cream. I wouldn't call these products necessarily affordable, but they're not astronomically priced. Drip It. This one says nourishing glow serum. It also says serum effect, glass skin. So this is gonna give me glass skin. I'm gonna drop this on top. Oh yeah. This is gonna be good, I can feel it. Again, no smell. Drench it. Soothing priming milk. Priming, plumping, hydrating. That's what I need. Says to shake well. Oh, this one. Okay, I can't say this one feels the best because they've all felt amazing on my skin, but this one's different. I don't know if I've ever been this hydrated before. I can just tell how nice this is gonna sit underneath makeup. Okay, the next idea is Bathe It, and it's just this, but for your whole body. Incredible. Okay, look at my skin. Not only does it look hydrated, it feels hydrated. Like it feels like it's entering other layers of my skin. Does that make sense? And I don't say this very often, but I feel like I need to add this entire line into my actual makeup kit. The one that I use on clients. 10 out of 10.
First impressions on Mikayla Nogueira's new brand, POV. You know how I feel about influencers making their own makeup or skincare line. I love it because we know a lot. When I seen pieces of her campaigns, I was like, wait, why don't they have makeup on? But then I realized, is Mikayla starting like low-key a new category? From what I've heard, this is all about makeup prep. I still did a little bit of skincare. I washed my face, I put a serum on and an under eye cream. This is obviously skincare, but I feel like it's the skincare meant before the makeup, which makes the makeup even better. We all know makeup looks as good as your skin prep does. Let's get into it. Step 1, drench it. This is a priming milk, feels very watery. It has fermented rice water in it, which I love everything that has rice water. Very liquidy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm just gonna press it into the skin because this is how I do any product that is extremely watery. Thank you for including a fan. I needed one of these. Okay, I love how step 1 was basically like a drink of water for your skin because obviously we can see there's something on the skin. My skin was not this radiant to start off with, but it absorbed in my skin beautifully. It's a little tacky, which is crazy because this was super, super watery. So I assumed that it would just sort of disappear. It did not disappear. Well, that's a good start. I'm excited. Drip it next. This is a glow serum. So if we don't got any glow after this, there's something wrong. Ooh, there's snow mushroom and niacinamide in here. There's like a very, very light fragrance. I feel like that comes with a lot of product. No specific fragrance though. Me and my new bestie. As it dries down, it's looking more glass-like. You can see the reflection when I turn my face. Oh, we're getting more and more. It's not like too gluey to where it don't make sense. Number 3, whip it, baby. Oh! Why have I not ever seen this on a product? The spoon is underneath, so it won't just, like, what do brands expect us to do? Just put it right there and it's gonna be there the next time you have it. This says that it's supposed to like hug your face and give you so much hydration and be a perfect base for makeup. Here's the texture. Hold on.
Wait, this is a very different texture from typical moisturizers. It's like extra soft. I don't know how to, for you guys who have reviewed this, please let me know if you feel the same way. It's like extra soft. I don't know how to explain it. This is hydrating. Like my fingers are like sliding around my face because it's like so soft. Ooh! Do you see that? Even the moisturizer was in on it, in on the grippiness. Second to last step, glaze it. Niacinamide, sodium hyaluronate, AHAs. Look, I like how you use this to unlock and lock it. Is this the one that's like, it looks like jelly-ish? Let's see. Yes, this is the freaking one. Okay. Okay, I think she's pretty set. I look like a glazed donut, and we know that if your face is not looking like this before makeup, girl, you got to do something else. We're not ready for the makeup yet unless you look like a glazed freaking something. Is she really tacky? Yes, this is the perfect amount of tack. We have a lippy and it's called Amp It. Ooh. I'm so glad she included a lippy in this because prepping my lips is part of my skincare prep. Ooh, what's that smell? Mango. I did the brows. Now that the skincare has completely dried down, I do feel like the glow went away a little bit, but I still feel all of the hydration and tackiness, all of that still on. I'm a concealer first girly, so we're gonna go in with concealer. See how this blends on top of all of those beautiful potions we put on. Immediately, yes, it blends like a dream, and I feel like it blended even quicker because of how juicy and moisturized the skin was. This is the real test, putting foundation on top of this. I love how the forehead really shows what the products do. Do we see that glare right there? Do we see the shine on the forehead? I need to do a video where I show you guys what not prepping your skin amazingly does to your makeup. Because you still get that glowiness underneath. And I have a pretty thick layer of foundation on. Like, that is what it is giving. I'm gonna finish the face and then come back to show you guys the rest. This is what my everyday beat looks like after using POV before the makeup. You can see with the forehead the most and right here on the cheeks how buoyant, shiny, and elastic the skin is looking. It's looking glowy. I really enjoyed blending my makeup on top of these products. Not gonna lie, when I was done doing my makeup, the Amp It lip product was still on my lips full blown, like didn't go away. I'm gonna say my favorite product out of all is the Whip It. The moisturizer is so hydrating. It even had some tackiness to it. I love that. She was right when she said that this is the perfect makeup base. This is the product that I would purchase if I had to buy one out of all of them.
I'm Mikayla Nogueira, the founder of POV Beauty, and we're launching in Sephora on September 3rd, and these are my top picks. You have not experienced cushion and body in a serum until you have tried Drip It. This is truly one of the best serums I've ever used. Obviously, I'm biased, but it is glass skin in a bottle. It is nourishing, soothing, and let me tell you, you have not seen your makeup until you've tried Drip It. It's going to look the best you've ever seen it. If you want lightweight, plumping hydration, you're gonna go with Chill It. This is a water gel moisturizer, so it feels so lightweight on the skin. If you are someone that worries about pilling with moisturizers when you layer your makeup on top, you don't have to worry about that with Chill It. The one thing I think everybody needs in their Sephora bag is Amp It. It is the perfect lip treatment. I cannot go without this. Multiple times a day I apply this every morning when I wake up, while I'm doing my makeup routine, and at night before bed. When it comes to prep, that first step, Drench It. Drench It is a award-winning soothing priming milk. You're gonna notice the texture is super lightweight, so it's good for any skin type. It's immediately hydrating on the skin, feels very refreshing, and makeup just melts right into this. Trust me, you have not tried a primer like Glaze It. Award-winning, this primer combines skincare with grip and tack that's gonna make sure your makeup stays on all day. Oh, these are a prop? I'm sorry, I thought I could take these. These are mine. And you're gonna wanna sit down for this video.
Actually, you're going to want to stand for this. Because I think Sephora wants Mikayla more than they want her brand. And I know exactly why. Because 10 years ago, Sephora came to us for almost the exact same reason. At the time, Versali was already doing 7 figures a month without Sephora. Our products were already viral, and our customers were already going to Sephora asking them to carry us. So by the time we sat down with them, the biggest question had already been answered. Would people buy it? Yes, but that's when I realized something about retail. Sometimes the retailer isn't giving you an audience. They're getting access to what you've already built. And that's exactly why Mikayla is so valuable. Now, whether you like her marketing or not, Mikayla has proven that she can do two things really well: get attention and turn that attention into sales. But here's where POV gets really interesting, because our growth engine was completely different. We had to continuously manufacture viral products. Mikayla can continuously manufacture attention. And I don't say this in a bad way, because that's actually a great advantage, but it also creates POV's biggest challenge, because if they really want to become a legacy brand, like she recently said, eventually Mikayla can't be the hero. She has to create one. Like Huda Beauty created Easy Bake, Summer Fridays created their lip butters, and One Size has a setting spray. That's when the product starts carrying the brand as well. Without question, Mikayla is POV's biggest advantage. Now the opportunity is turning that advantage into a hero product, because attention creates a moment, but the hero product creates a legacy.
Now, as much as Mikayla's skincare line received plenty of positive reviews, not everyone was impressed. There were negative reviews too, and the criticism wasn't limited to just her skincare. Other products and collaborations connected to Mikayla have also received mixed reactions. So instead of me telling you what people thought, let's hear some of those reviews for ourselves.
Review Mikayla Nogueira's new skin prep line with me from her point of view. Let's get into this $148 skincare and see if Mikayla Nogueira is really worth the money. Okay, yes, I did pull up on where she had the billboard, and guess what, honey? The billboard wasn't there anymore, Mikayla. She really said, I'm gonna pay for this 1 hour and take it down. Mikayla! Anyways, first we got Drench It. First, we're gonna go on with the Drench It rice water serum that Jeffree Star hated and supposedly said that is the worst white serum. And supposedly, this is from Korea, but it's not feeling very Korean. Honestly, it's very hydrating. Like, it's okay. I like it. Subtle too. Like, it's good. Let's see the next product. But Mikayla can send a PR to Michael Duvall. Right, honey. Let's get into this with it. I hope this is moisturizing because I do have like eczema prone skin, especially around here. So I'm surprised that she didn't come out with something for rosacea because she always looks red. And clearly this isn't beauty from all points of angles because, honey, I can't get in here with my nails. That's too much. Okay, let's open this up. Ooh, actually, why am I having a good feeling about this? So my first impressions, there's really not a fragrance to it. Didn't y'all say there was a fragrance?
No.
Ooh, she feels good. Mikayla? Honey.
Ooh, I want to try to whip it.
No, it's like actually really good. Surprised, girl. And usually you be lying.
How much was it?
It's too much money.
Over 30 is oh my.
Do you guys feel like it was worth it?
No,
for this price?
For $55, I could buy way better stuff.
I think it was like 30.
Okay.
I was lying. I was stretching it.
Oh, no. The priming was still.
Yeah, it feels like a primer. Like
it's very.
It has a primer.
Feels nice.
Like
You heard Mikayla, you're having feedback from the whole room over here. We're
It's a little
all
sticky,
in
mama, but I like.
Let's get glazy. Let's get nutty, baby. It's in here. I'm sorry, Mikayla, but this is a real honest raw review. Okay, we got Lock It, Glaze It. Damn, Mikayla. Oh, honey. Oh my god, it don't look like there's a lot in there.
Dante.
Glaze It. Oh wait, we should do this on the face. I don't know why it's feeling kind of cheap. Like, I don't like the way that you have to like do this. Like, are you supposed to do it like this and then go like that?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, it's very like chilling, like very cold.
What?
It feels nice and refreshing. Like, let's be honest, it's not that bad, Mikayla. Like, I know the haters want to hate, but maybe you did it with this one. Oh my god, guys, please do not hate me. I was just like looking down at my legs and then I saw Miss Drip It. I don't know why I didn't use it, and this is the second step. Sorry, Mikayla, but girl, let's still put this on. She don't smell like anything. She kind of look like, ooh, what she look like? Tell me in the chat, y'all. Y'all man need y'all tonight. Miss Sydney with 3 Ys. I know you never saw that before, baby. The girls in the chat will fill you in. Oh, Miss Sydney, I love you, girl. I'm playing. You know I'm going to give Mikayla a good review. You know, my Boston besties. She feels good. I like her. Like, there's not much I can say. It's skincare. Like, it left my skin feeling good. Last, we got Amp It. And let's amp our lips up, honey. This is really cheap. I can't even, like, open the packaging. Girl, Korea. Korea where? By the way, this was shipped from New Jersey, so I don't know what she was talking about shipping from Korea. Okay, Amp It's our girl. Yes, Miss Amp It.
Give me some amp.
Oh, you ain't having none of Miss Amp It.
Give me amp.
Miss Amp It's doing what my lips need to be done. Okay,
Get
Miss
me-
Amp It might be
Get me amp.
the product that you might need, okay?
I want to get amp too.
But supposedly it has red 6 in it, so you want ADHD? Alright, this is the finished skincare. I'm gonna do my makeup and I'm gonna be right back and let's see how my makeup lays on top of this. This is the finished Mikayla Nogueira skincare review. It feels a little sticky, I'm not gonna lie, but my makeup looks gorgeous, of course. How y'all feel about the new hairstyle? I love you guys so much. And you already know this review is Dante Onika. 3 stars out of 5 Onika stars, cause could do better. And it's not Korean. How do you guys feel about this skincare? Love you guys.
I just did a full face of makeup using Mikayla's new skin prep line, POV. And these are my honest takeaways. And I haven't seen anybody say this yet. The things I love about POV and the things I don't like. First things first, the packaging is fire. I literally love this packaging. I love the aesthetic. It's probably my favorite part. I'm really sorry to say that, but I'm going to tell you why. I actually had my full skincare on from this morning. I waited a few hours. I got my package. I did my makeup. I'm putting my foundation on and all of a sudden it's pilling. It's pilling. And it's the number one thing that I saw her say, your makeup will not pill with this. So I'm like, you know what? It must be that I had skincare on first and then I did the skin prep. It might be too much. Those two might not be getting along. Let me go wash my face and start over. Okay? So I washed my face. I restarted my video. Started using the whole line again. I'm putting my foundation on and it's splotchy and it's separating. And that's the number one thing and probably the only thing I don't like about this line other than how long it took to come, because I think I ordered it like a month ago and there was no like news that it was going to take a while to ship, so I don't think that communication was great. But this is the thing. From a distance, I actually think my makeup looks fire. I actually love my makeup. I love the look. I think it looks really good. But if you look close, you will see this is horrible and my makeup never looks like this. And the only thing I did different was my skin prep. I'm not giving up because I like Mikayla. I like these products individually as they are. I think Amp It is great. That's what I have on my lips. I think I'm going to get the most use out of Amp It because I love to use just like a clear lip butter. So this I would buy time and time again. I like it better than my Rhode Lip Peptide. So this is great. I do like all of these on their own, but as of right now, with how this applied on my skin, I would not be purchasing it again. However, we'll try again, and some things I'll try differently the next time. One is I'll wait longer in between steps, but this is not something I've ever had to do with any skin prep or skincare prior to makeup before, but I will give everything a chance to kind of like dry down before going to the next step. Maybe I went through too fast. The second thing that I'll try differently next time is a different foundation. I use the Rabanne foundation, which I love because it kind of melts into your skin typically. And it's, to me, kind of like a perfect combination of a BB cream and a foundation. I got it in Italy. I love it. I never see anyone talk about it. And typically my skin looks insane when I just do my regular skin prep with this. But these, it didn't go well. So I'll try this again with a more like serious foundation. I'll use House Labs next time and I'll let you guys know because like this looks great. This looks really bad. So you have to keep it real. I haven't seen a real person who didn't get POV as PR review it yet. So this is my feedback.
Okay, I wanted to do a quick video because I used the Mikayla POV and look at my forehead. It's like separating right here. Right here, it's a little crusty, dusty. Right here. Yeah, I'm going to say her line is trash.
Formulated and made in Korea. Fragrance-free, cruelty-free, vegan, suitable for sensitive skin.
POV skincare is launching, and while I have not personally tried the products, the ingredient lists are out there. I do have thoughts. I don't think its ingredients are unique versus other K-beauty brands out there. But, you know, if you're a fan of K-beauty and you like this influencer and you want to support her, then these products might be okay for you. She uses a lot of terms to try to make this line sound exciting in the products. She calls it makeup skin prep. I don't really know what that means. She gives a lot of sciencey sounding names to groups of ingredients that are found in most skincare. For example, she says the moisturizer Whippet has barrier bolster technology with allantoin, shea butter, and glycerin. These are super common ingredients that are in tons of moisturizers out there. This line is also very heavy on niacinamide. I don't know the concentration of it, but in lots of the products. The Glaze It primer is going to be drying on the skin with the form of alcohol they have selected, but it is a primer. So the idea is to give makeup something to stick well to on the skin. So it may work great for you as a primer. Lip serum has fragrance and dye, which I thought was an odd choice. Bottom line, if you're a K-beauty fan, I think this is acceptable. I am not sure about the potential for irritation with all the niacinamide, and I don't really love the marketing tactics she's trying to use. If you are a tween or a teen or the mom of one and they or you want something from this brand, stick with the moisturizer, and maybe if I was forced, I would say the serum.
Thing about my skin, it is no stranger to acne. This was my skin the last few weeks, and this is it now.
Oh, so now we're recycling old acne photos to sell a skincare product that you weren't using at the time that the photo was taken? Great! This ad, posted in June, she said was the sole reason why her acne has gotten better. Fast forward to 4 weeks later, it's now all of a sudden a different skincare brand that has made her acne better. And she is using these same photos in both of the ads. This is what taking advantage of your audience looks like. Kayla is no stranger to having acne. She has been dealing with this her entire life. So when she finds something that actually works for her, she tells her audience about it. Well, now it's whatever product she can sell, and she's going to continue to recycle those old acne photos, and she's going to credit each skincare brand for doing that. 4 weeks ago it was this skincare company. 4 weeks later, it's now an entirely new company. But you know what didn't change? The photos. This is a very deceptive game that she is playing with her audience. You cannot continue to recycle your old acne photos and tell your millions of followers that this skincare company got rid of it. The reality is you weren't using that skincare product when those photos were taken. So you cannot give them credit for getting rid of that acne.
The beauty space is up in flames because of this lip kit. Everyone's saying it's too sticky, it's goopy. We need to talk about it. So I'm Mikayla's friend, and I actually think she's one of the most successful beauty influencers of our time. But my job is to review beauty products. So that's what we're gonna do, because this is the most talked about beauty launch right now. I'm a makeup artist, and I've been reviewing beauty formulas online for the last 15 years. I've seen products come and go, innovations come in and out, and that's what I'm gonna base this entire review on. Let's just jump into it. So this is the Amp Kit by Point of View Beauty. In the kit, there's 2 formulas, but this is the one causing all the commotion. It's a lip treatment with the consistency of a lip mask. It's literally called a lip ampule. It's a lip treatment made to repair your lips. Hydrating your lips is a step in the makeup preparation routine, right? And we know that Point of View Beauty is a skin prep line. Why are we applying it like a lip gloss? That's the first mistake here. This is clearly a lip treatment. Unfortunately, this was an oversight on Point of View's end because this was marketed and educated wrong to the consumer. Now, if you're a beauty lover, you know this has happened in the beauty space before. A product is great, the formula is amazing, but it's marketed and educated wrong, so it creates uproar and controversy. And unfortunately, if you solely base your review on what Point of View marketed and educated online during the launch, you would absolutely give this a negative review. But if you are a makeup artist, a beauty junkie, or someone who really enjoys product formulas and understand how they layer and work together, regardless of all the negative reviews, regardless of what you see online, you would think differently. And you would know that this is too thick to apply like a lip gloss. Because it's not a lip gloss, it's a lip treatment. And sadly, in majority of the reviews you see online, including the brands, they are applying this formula like a lip gloss. But the problem is actually not the formula. This works very well as a lip treatment. So how do you apply it? You're supposed to apply this in a thin layer because it's a lip treatment. And in order for this formula to penetrate your lips and actually hydrate and repair your lips, it has to be applied in thin layers multiple times a day. And the truth is, layering this formula or adding more on top does not make the formula perform better. This is just a tinted lip treatment. Now you know how to properly apply it, but remember, this is a lip kit. And Contour It, the lip liner, is actually the star of the show. But all the negative reviews from this overshadowed how well this actually performs. But that's just how social media works. Now, if you know beauty products, you know from the first swipe, this is a gel cream lip liner. Not new to the market, but this is definitely waterproof. So when this dries down, it locks in. You can definitely run it underwater, you can have a drink, and your lips will be locked in. But again, Point of View made an error in marketing this lip liner. So if I were reviewing this kit as two formulas that are supposed to work together in unison, I would absolutely give this a negative review because it missed the mark. We know that this lip liner is a waterproof formula. Now, Amp It, this is an oil-based formula. And again, this lip liner is a waterproof formula, not an oil-proof formula. So when you combine these two, they absolutely work against each other. They're literally working against each other because they're formulated to do two different things. Here's the problem. Point of View put it in a kit when they should have actually been sold as individual formulas. Because taking a waterproof formula and then adding an oil-based formula on top will absolutely make it patchy, will absolutely make it break apart, will absolutely not look good, and it will absolutely get a negative review. Now, if you actually take the time to try each formula out individually, you're gonna see that these formulas are actually phenomenal. And I'm telling you, this lip liner is actually the star of the show. This lip liner alone will run laps around what you currently use in your routine right now. This is phenomenal. The marketing and education fell short. Ultimately, I think Point of View was trying to give their fans the best bang for their buck, so they put it in a kit. Now, I'm not sure how the testing works at Point of View Beauty, but based solely on the marketing and lack of education, I can tell as a consumer, as a beauty lover, as a beauty expert, as a makeup artist, that these formulas were tested individually and perfected individually. That's why they work well individually. I don't think they were tested together for a long period of time, or else you would have been able to see and identify those holes in the formulas partnering together. I also think that beauty influencers in our space missed the mark, okay? I think a lot of people want to be the first to review a formula, the first to get their review out, but don't actually know how to review formulas properly or understand how they work. And remember, I've been in the beauty space for 15 years, okay? So I've seen the ups and downs of the beauty community, and I will tell you right now, being viral is over. It's over. In 2026, you need to know your shit. You need to know products, you need to know formulas, you need to know education. You actually need to know your shit. So if you are watching this video and you know exactly what I'm talking about formulas, layering together, things clashing, marketing, all of this, and you get it, well, it's time to pick up your camera, honey. Your time's coming up. And that's my point of view on Point of View.
What in the world? We need to talk because it looks like the internet has honestly lost its mind over the POV lip kits by Mikayla. I bought 4 shades with my own money and I'm going to give you guys my first impression and honest review. We have vanilla latte with dash of cinnamon. We have strawberry shortcake with angel cake, toasted marshmallow with charred cider, and we have Shirley Temple. There's so many mixed reviews on these lip kits. Some people are saying they're going on patchy, they're going on goopy, they're not pigmented enough. Are gonna go in with toasted marshmallow first, but when I was shopping these online, I'm like, I wish she did sell the lip liner separately because I do like a darker lip liner with a lighter gloss in the center. But let's just give her a try. Let's do a little lip liner swatch. And then obviously you can sheer out the lip liner to your liking, but overall she's pigmented. That's creamy. I mean, that lip liner honestly just glided onto the lips, and I feel like this lip liner is truly not going to budge. It's a lip liner. This is what the people are going crazy about. They're saying that these are going on goopy and really patchy onto their lips. As somebody that doesn't have any lip filler, let's give them a try. She's pigmented. They also smell really good. First layer of the lip balm. There's no goopiness going on, but of course, if you're going to layer on this lip balm to get maximum pigment, of course she's gonna be goopy. I really do like the shade, and you can still see that lip liner peeking through, especially a pigmented lip balm. The more you add, the more goopier it's gonna be. The Shirley Temple lip liner, I love me a good red lip, but this isn't like your deep red. This is definitely more vibrant. Adding a thin layer. Here's my lips up close with a thin layer. Going in with Strawberry Shortcake and Angel Cake. And this is Strawberry Shortcake and Angel Cake. Vanilla latte and dash of cinnamon. And as you guys can see, even though I'm like rubbing off that lip liner, she has a very strong hold. This is a really pretty everyday nude. This smells just like a vanilla latte. And this is vanilla latte. As my first impression and keeping it real with you guys, I really do enjoy the lip liners. I feel like I'm going to get really good use out of these. Now for the lip balms. With a super thin layer, I think they're really pretty, but the more you build up the pigment, the more goopier it's going to be. If you're going to purchase these to build on that pigment, I would honestly just tell you to save your coins.
If this was 2013 to 2019 and an influencer posted this to their makeup brand showcasing one of their new launches, the entire community would be in an uproar. This would not fly. I don't know who approved this. This is actually a screenshot from Mikayla Nogueira's brand Point of View Beauty. She posted this showcasing her brand new Amp It lip kits, and I've got to say they are not looking good. That's the darker shade, the Rich Cocoa 90% shade, and it is looking incredibly patchy and dry. And I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews so far about the brand. So I actually have 3 colors here, including the one in question. Let's try them out and see whether or not they're good or if you should pass on these. So here's what comes in the kit. You get the ampule and then a lip liner here. This is going to be the same component as the original. The colors are just going to match the lip gloss. So here's what the original looks like. And then they are going to have the smell to match what the flavor is. So let's go ahead and try this out. I'm going to go ahead and swatch these. Here is the lip liner for the lightest shade. It is feeling really, really creamy. This is a really, really light color though. So I don't know how this is going to look paired with such a pale nude lip gloss. But here's what the lip liner looks like. And I'm taking just a little dollop of the lip gloss to swatch out. And I'm going to try and make a even layer here. And here is what the lip gloss looks like. It is a really pale nude. I feel like it kind of leans a little yellow though. So I don't really know how I'm going to like this color on the lips. But you know, swatches are sometimes different than on the lips. So let's go ahead now and contour. They are gliding really nicely. This is a really, really light lip liner color though. This is honestly looking like my lips but better. And that is just like roughly at 1 go on the lip liner. I do want to darken this up though. So I'm gonna go over it a few more times and then color in the edges. This is definitely a My Lips But Better color. I'd probably just fill this in and add a gloss on top if I wanted to. It's looking pretty good. The lighter shades though, I'm sure are gonna look good. Usually with a lighter shade of lip gloss and lip liner, you can get away with like formula imperfections in my opinion. The darker you go, the more you start to see how things really perform. But so far it's looking pretty good. I wouldn't say it's playing any dry patches. I did use the original ampule to hydrate my lips before this process. But now let's go in with the lip gloss. Now I'm just going to use a tiny like thumbtack size here because a lot of people have been overusing it and it's been getting really stringy. So I'm just using the tiniest amount to coat my lips. There's the pigment. And then I'm just going to spread it around. So here's what the lip gloss looks like. As you saw, I only used a very thin amount and I'm already getting really, really stringy. It's starting to bunch up in the inner corner of my lip, which I don't like. The pigment is starting to bunch up in my inner corner. It's looking really stringy. And again, I only used a thumbtack size amount of lip gloss. I do like the color combination together though. It didn't look too yellow on the lips. And then again, the lip liner is just a My Lips But Better look. So I don't really mind it. But this formula of the lip gloss is just not my favorite. I do not like the stringy look that's happening with my lips. So far, I don't know.
I already clocked this when I first saw the product. Okay. Mikayla's product looks like still skincare. Dewy, glazy, like Hailey Bieber's Road. So when people were putting a lot on, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to do it. And the real star of the show is the lip liner, which is what I want because the lip liner apparently is like waterproof. It could last all day. Apparently the lip liner is really amazing, but like it literally looks like a road dupe. It looks like a road dupe. So y'all who are glopping it on, I'm waiting for them to sell these separately. When they have sold it separately, y'all let me know. I will go buy the lip liner to test it out.
Ooh, Mikayla Nogueira is getting called out by her own customers for her god-awful lip kits that are drier and patchier than the Sahara Desert and are literally falling apart on their lips. People are now mad at Mikayla Nogueira for focusing on lip filler instead of trying to improve that formula.
Come with me to get lip filler.
These lip kits are god-awful, honey. Should have never been sold in the first place. People are saying Jeffree Star is about to have a field day. We think Mikayla would make decent products. How are we still trusting Mikayla? Well, it seems like Mikayla Nogueira might have taken some inspo for the campaign from the flop queen herself, Miss Jaclyn Hill. Or saying, let me guess, this wasn't just purely coincidental, right? Well, people are now questioning the formula because of all these botched reviews. And POV customers are clearly upset and emailed them to return it. Well, because all these returns that are going on, POV had to make an update. People are saying the screams were understaffed and making excuses. Now that customers are expressing their concern, it seems like Mikayla doesn't give a fuck because she's raking in all the money. It seems like Mikayla and her goons were lying because they were all caught up in the reviews. Patchy the house girl. Patch.
Nude lip of my dreams. Milky, pale.
Oh my goodness. Pigmented. This lip gloss even smells like chocolate. Looks like chocolate, smells like chocolate, named after chocolate. And I'll tell you what, I would not think I'd like the shade.
Lighter. Juicy. This is the way I like to wear it. A little sheer so that the liner still pops, but baby, she's pigmented. A little sheer so that the liner still pops, but baby, she's pigmented.
Here's a 90% dark lip pencil with rich cocoa ampit going right on top. Here's violet brew lip pencil, and here's plum cider ampit going right on top.
Dash of cinnamon. Vanilla latte with a dash of cinnamon. If you're my lip color, I'm begging you, please skip this.
Peanut butter. This is late stage capitalism. If you're unsure of what is behind me, these are different POV lip kits on people's lips. This is what the product literally looks like. These influencers are doing Mikayla's dirty work for her by selling this shitty ass product in hopes of getting exposure, in hopes of getting TikTok shop clout, in hopes of getting money, in hopes of getting regular clout.
It seems like Mikayla Nogueira's own friends on the payroll couldn't even hide how terrible the glosses were. Now customers are upset because Mikayla is clearly out of touch and is raking in the coins from her scams.
Well, a lot, but
people are saying that this is so out of touch. Customers are also saying instead of her worrying about plumping up her 3 ghouls on her lips, that she should worry about her formula and her customers that actually support her lifestyle. Now, after this lip filler video that she posted yesterday, customers are truly disturbed and upset by her actions.
I was trying to find the video where she's like standing by her sink and she's doing a swatch on her hand showing that they're smudge proof, transfer proof, but I literally cannot find it and I just spent like 20 minutes searching. So I know I'm not making that shit up.
They're waterproof, bitch. They're soaked, okay? Not going anywhere.
A swatch right here. Let's see.
Oh! A lip liner that doesn't smudge, budge, or move. Oh! None of that stringy, sticky residue.
None of that stringy, sticky residue.
Mikayla claims that you're able to amp it up and build it up.
It's called amp it is because you can amp this up and get even more pigment.
The minute you do that,
you lie!
Like, no.
Kidding me? I need to get more.
Mikayla is fighting in the comments section of her own POV launch at Sephora. As you can tell, Nobody is happy about it. And rightfully so, because of everything that has been displayed throughout the years by Mikayla. And I mean, thousands of people are not happy with this. And in true Mikayla fashion, this was her response to that backlash.
Fuck you. I'm gonna become every single.
And there are thousands of comments of people clocking her back. Stay humble, it looks better on you. Nobody's happy. It's giving Kris Jenner. Everybody's laughing at her. This cornball. She even blocked a fashion creator for saying her big ugly Birkin didn't match her beautiful evening gown.
Okay, it's really happening. I created a perfume, and it is literally going to be the fragrance of the summer. Introducing my fine fragrance with Sniff, Only Sunshine. Are you kidding me with this packaging? This is the box it comes in. Look at the bottle. I wanted this to literally transport you into the summer. This is her. This is Only Sunshine, the fragrance that I have been working on for a year. And I know what everybody's waiting for. What does it smell like? Well, first, let me give you a visual. If I could describe this fragrance with one photo, this is it. You can picture what this photo smells like, you've nailed the scent. I needed this to be the most incredible summer scent there is. And just to give you a visual of how long it took me to get here, this is not even a fraction of the samples I went through to reach Only Sunshine. These are lab samples, and each one smells different. It was an insane journey. I was incredibly picky. Because if you're going to give me one shot to create a fragrance, I'm not going to fuck it up. And I wanted Only Sunshine to be the fragrance of the summer. Intoxicating, sexy, romantic, playful, literally transports you to the beach. Personally, I think the beach is one of the most romantic places in the world, especially when you're walking on it with a beautiful sunset. I said, put that in a bottle. Okay, let's talk about the notes. One of the main and most important notes to me was Sea Breeze Accord. I wanted this to feel like that breeze. Oh my gosh. Like when you spray this, you can smell the breeze and the air of the ocean. It is so incredible. Secondly, mango, papaya. I wanted it to have some fruity notes. When you go to the beach, you have a fresh bowl of fruit, a delicious smoothie. This takes you on a journey. When you first spray it, you get that sweetness, that candy-like essence. As it dries down, you're getting more of that Sea Breeze Accord, more of the amber, the musk, the orange blossom. It's tropical. It is warm. It literally smells like paradise. You want to bathe in this. You will go through this bottle so fast. No, I think this is going to become a staple for a lot of people. This is limited edition. It is limited edition. You can get it early access on March 9th. The link's in my bio. But it's available to everybody on March 10th. And let me tell you something. This is one you're going to want to have in your collection. Only Sunshine is a literal dream come true for me. I could not have done this without you. And if this goes well, I would love to do more fragrances. I love fragrance. I mean, look at my fragrance collection behind me. That's years worth of collecting fine fragrances. So it means so much to me that I now get to put my fragrance on that shelf. I can't believe it. You guys have been on this journey of creating this for the last year, and it's finally here. So set your alarms because it's almost here, and I cannot wait for you to get this in your hands.
Worst $70 I ever fucking spent. I want to talk about this perfume right here. Yeah, first of all, this box, awful. Worst packaging ever. Bottle, small as hell. My disgust for Mikayla has nothing to do with this review on this product. I smell perfumes as an affiliate, and I'm going to tell you if this one is worth purchasing for $70. First off, right out the rip, you can't smell it coming out of the package. You actually have to open it and spray it. It's not very strong. It's very light. Bottle is very small. It is a cute little bottle. I love the sunset sort of vibe. Has a magnetic lid. We like that. I love a magnetic lid. Now let's check out the atomizer because that matters to me. Not bad. We like the atomizer. Now, what does it smell like? This does not have a Sea Breeze Accord to it. I want to get that out here right now. It is not Marine, it is not Aqua, it is not Seabreeze Accord. What it's giving is Britney Spears 2000 perfume from Wally World. It reminds me of being a young teenager, walking into the Wally World with my mom and buying the first cotton candy perfume that I could purchase. Literally smells like an artificial cotton candy kids perfume from the 2000s. It does not smell like guava. It has a very plastic sort of scent to it. It does not smell luxurious. It does have a hint of a citrus to it, a hint. I can smell it as it dies down, but it is not giving passion fruit, guava, nectar, sea breeze accord, none of that. I was so pissed that I purchased this when I literally could have went to Wally World and purchased a cotton candy perfume and got the same thing. I would not wear this anywhere. So I'm going to be giving this to my daughter because she literally said it smelled like cotton candy and unicorns. So that's my daughter's take on this. I'm going to be giving this to her. Anybody who is telling you that this is something big, something different, something awesome is lying to you. All bias aside. Because I could make money off of this right now. I really could. I could put a link right here and say, here you go, buy it. Here's the link. I'm not even going to do that. If you guys want to buy it, you know where to find it. This right here is awful.
Hold up, take a minute, take it in. Why does it smell like Febreze? Today, I'm gonna be giving my honest review on Mikayla Nogueira's new perfume, Only Sunshine X Sniff. Ooh, Mikayla Nogueira's newest fragrance straight off the divorce. First of all, the people that are selling this on TikTok Live need to be sued for false advertisement because this is being advertised as a glass bottle when it's clearly a plastic one. Aside from the clearly cheap component, let's see what she smells like. This is such a summery scent, I'm not gonna lie, it smells like something I could find in Victoria's Secret or Bath & Body Works. Or if you're really trying to save a coin, just go get yourself some Febreze Hawaiian Glaze. I find it absolutely hilarious that Mikayla quoted that she worked on this for over a year, when this is literally the cheapest component that you could probably come out with. I think a lot of people are right when they say $68, I could have just spent a little bit more and got product. It shows because countless times Mikayla Nogueira has scammed her followers. Seems like her and Sniff used the cheapest components and the cheapest fragrance. Do I think this is something that's worth $68? No. Yes, I do think it's a fun smelling scent for the summer. I do not think it's worth your gold coins. Mikayla Nogueira has lied to you guys on multiple occasions, and it's giving this is her new strategy to sell overpriced products. My final opinions is that Only Sunshine is overrated.
Chapter 6, The Luxury Hauls and the Becca Bloom Double Standard. As Mikayla became more successful, naturally, her lifestyle changed. We started seeing designer handbags, expensive jewelry, luxury shopping, huge hauls, and people started calling her out of touch. You'll see comments from people saying she's spending more during one shopping trip than some people earn in an entire year. And I understand why seeing that amount of money being spent can be shocking, especially when everyday people are struggling with the cost of living. But here's something I've been thinking about. Why do we react differently depending on who is showing us their wealth? Take someone like Becca Bloom, for example. Luxury is a huge part of Becca's content. Designer bags, jewelry, expensive clothes, beautiful homes, traveling, and this extremely wealthy lifestyle. And a lot of people love watching it. People praise her lifestyle. They find it entertaining. They find it aspirational. But when Mikayla does a luxury haul, suddenly the conversation can become very different. She's out of touch, she's changed, she's forgotten where she came from. So why is it that one creator can be praised for showing an extremely wealthy lifestyle while another can be criticized for doing something similar? Now, I don't think there's one simple answer. Maybe part of it is because Mikayla originally built her audience around being relatable. People remember the girl sitting in her room doing makeup and working a regular job. So when that same person is suddenly buying extremely expensive things, Perhaps some followers feel like they've lost the person they originally connected with, whereas with someone whose content has always been centered around wealth and luxury, the audience already knows what they're signing up for. But I also think there's another interesting question here. If somebody grows up wealthy, people almost expect them to live a wealthy lifestyle. But if somebody makes themselves wealthy later in life, why do we sometimes expect them to stay humble forever? What are they supposed to do? Work hard, become successful, make millions, and then pretend they don't have money? Personally, I think if you've earned your money, you have the right to spend it how you want. That doesn't mean everybody has to enjoy watching it. But I don't think becoming successful should automatically make someone the villain. So I really want to know what you think.
This is everything I got shopping in Vegas.
I love watching these videos, so let's go.
And I went with the nail.
$57,000.
This is the bag for me.
$9,000.
Louis Vuitton lipstick trunk.
$2,990.
This just made sense for me to have. It's so cute.
$995.
Like, period. Okay.
$550.
Absolutely love that. So I got them in the color blue, and then they also had the baby pink, which I simply could not resist.
Okay, so I couldn't find these exact ones, but I found these. So let's just say $1,675 per shoe. So that would be $3,350.
I just liked the color. They'll go with a lot of things. They're very comfortable.
$1,500.
These Chanel sneakers.
$1,350.
Body going to be tea in this, but it's just really, really cool.
$6,350. $83,085.
This is the new Chanel 25
$8,400.
bags to get in this collection. This is the classic flap.
Is this not giving like Cheetah Girls?
First of all, this color for fall, this color with
That is a very fall color. $8,500.
the color of this is just
I really like that color too. I couldn't find that one on the website.
because I could not decide on a color.
So you get both. Duh. $4,850.
Tiny little wallet to match. This is so small, probably would fit
Like a card or two, but it's still cute. $950. And then some earrings that weren't on the website. You know, the boutiques vary. Those pink ones are gorgeous.
me out. I thought these looked like ostrich eggs. They're so
I was gonna say the exact same thing. Pretty sure that was the inspiration. Anyway, we know the grand total is $42,000. Sorry, $48,000 because Mikayla was gracious enough to tell us.
So, I blacked out. Not a question.
5,900.
Every day on the
3,650.
Oh my god.
3,200.
This bag is one of Prada's.
1,923.
This is one of the coolest,
3,750.
really comfy, casual,
2,050.
heavier winter.
2,650.
You know I'm gonna get a ton.
These are like the closest suede boots I can find. 1,470.
It's like a utility boot.
1,890.
Anything that gives me
1,150.
off Matin, they do.
1,520.
It's a flat, but
975.
are you kidding me?
2,681.
Cool.
530.
A pink sneaker.
1,120.
New top and score.
850. And 995.
Cute little shirt.
3,300.
Little Miu Miu tank.
862.
Brown Miu Miu t-shirt.
995.
T-shirt.
775.
Cropped sweater.
2,650.
The jacket to match the bag.
11,500.
Pink Miu Miu jacket.
2,750. 59,136, and that's just for part 1 of 2 videos into part 2.
Bag of my dreams. Just to
This is the closest one I can find, and this translates to like 9,000 US dollars.
clearly I'm gonna be
1,940.
so nice with all my full
4,400.
like the cham. Oh my god.
500.
Style.
995.
It's so nicely.
2,300.
Oh my god.
1,350.
This so
1,320.
Shiny black heel.
1,130.
Like a poncho vest.
3,850.
Leather jacket. You cannot go wrong.
7,850.
Really nice.
4,450.
You're kidding. Like
Also, just like the bag, this is the only fur jacket that was like similar. 27,500. So I'm just gonna guess that the one that she got is around that price.
the sweater dress that you guys saw me try. That was so Chanel.
10,900.
The gold.
3,225.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I couldn't find this on the actual Chanel website. This is like a reseller and it's 7,450.
Classic. So classic.
4,900.
Actually the same thing.
I couldn't find the other cardigan, but I'm just gonna assume they're around the same price.
Literally the same thing.
7,950.
Just in a light color.
7,550.
Chanel keychain. That
1,875.
silver and the gold.
Those exact pairs that she got are not online, but these are the closest ones, so 675. And low-key, I actually want these.
A necklace.
6,350.
Lastly, because
For the big one, 2,450. And then the smaller one, 1,725. The total for this video is 127,210. And then the total for both videos is 186,346. And this is obviously pre-tax, so with tax, that's like over 200 grand.
Is Mikayla Nogueira tone deaf, or is she just a luxury influencer and we all need to accept that she is going to post Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Prada hauls that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars? To be clear, I am not a Mikayla Nogueira hater, but I'm also not a stan. I can respect someone who utilizes their resources to rage bait and get attention and honestly keep driving up sales any way she sees fit. But sometimes I do believe she crosses the line, and this is one of them. I don't like these really big hauls because it seems very insensitive. I think that's really it. It's not so much being tone deaf, because I think she knows exactly what she's doing. It's being insensitive. You know exactly the state of the world that we are living in. You know that gas is super high. You know people cannot afford groceries. You know that there are people out there who are genuinely struggling. She knows what she's doing. So I feel like I can't be like, oh, like, leave her alone. On one end, I understand somebody who makes a ton of money can do whatever they want with it. But a lot of people agree that Mikayla came from these like humble beginnings and she's just completely changed with money. One thing I've noticed with this woman is I do believe that she feeds her feelings through these insanely expensive shopping hauls. And I just feel like, again, personally, this is a sense of insecurity. You would not have to fill your money in very silly things like this just all the time if there wasn't something missing. Now, that is not to say people can't have hobbies. That is not to say that people can't love luxury items, but sometimes people just keep that to themselves. It's a hobby. It's something that they love to do, and they don't feel the need to come to the internet where they know majority of the people who are consuming the content will never live this lifestyle. Now, I've never been one to follow somebody strictly because they're a luxury content creator. I would much rather find them relatable than live vicariously through this kind of situation. Coming to the internet and down here saying that you spent $48,000, I'm sorry, I have to pause there, $48,000 on this haul, it's disgusting. And this isn't the first time. This is actually small. This is a little amount of money compared to what she's shared before. As you can see here, the comments are where it just kind of takes a turn and you're like, yeah, I don't like this. It's icky. I can't even afford my insulin. That's gut-wrenching. I black out at the gas pump because people are paying double the amount of what they were paying before. It really is that serious. And someone even calling her out and saying, no one needs all this. And she said, never said it's a need. And like, I guess, are we supposed to give her props for saying like, oh, well, it's not a need, it's a want? I think sometimes wants need to stay behind the camera lens. That's just me. That's just me. I feel like when you're an influencer and you're on a platform where your target audience is people that I assume she wants to buy her products. When you are speaking to an audience who spends, you know, their $40, their hard-earned $40 on a makeup product of yours, when you come on here and you are flashy, showing off your huge Chanel bag and saying like, uh-oh, I blacked out again. Thank you, peasants, for spending all of your hard-earned money on my makeup and skincare brand. Yeah, I think that's a little tone deaf, but I want to hear what you guys think. Tell me your thoughts down in the comments.
So this is insane.
So according to the Forbes top creator list, Mikayla makes like $7 million a year. Did y'all know the influencer industry is estimated to be worth over $250 billion? Billion? My price breakdown hiatus is officially over. I gotta get to my bag. Let's get into it.
This is the new El Camo Bronzer and then
$42 for all 6.
the Halloween collection.
This Halloween collection is $110.
Frosty the Snowman collection from ColourPop.
ColourPop, $125.
I caved and I'm hopping on the list trend, okay? Everyone.
I heard this smells really good. It's $38. The shower gel is $18. This spray is $48.
Restock of Dermalogica.
This Dermalogical kit is $129. Cleansing gel is $44. Mini cleansing gel, $14.
Beauty Creations Glowy Skin Filter.
$96 for 8 of these.
Dermalogica and Advent Calendar going my
Dermalogica Advent Calendar,
It's makeup
$225.
Winnie the Pooh plate set.
Plate set, $90. And the cup is $15.
Cosmetics Holiday Collection.
This is
New
$160.
Makeup Revolution Plump It Up.
$49 for 7. And then $42.
But this one is like really tiny.
Baby Bliss hair dryer, $200.
One size jumbo setting spray.
One size setting spray, $48 for the large one, and then $17 for the mini.
Face set over the collection.
$39. Too Faced, this is $29, and then this one is $59. And then this one is $39.
Kind of aligned with a little.
$78 for Milani lip gloss, and then $44 for the blush. $29 Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is also $29. And $48 for those. These are $38 each, and these are $22 each. $21, $12, $28, $17, $17, $12. So the total for all that stuff was over $2,000, but it's not really an accurate number for various reasons. But more importantly, to make $7 million off of social media, I can only imagine. Actually, I can't imagine. That's insane.
This is everything I bought in New York City. You may want to grab everything, okay?
It is everything. $4,800 Dior saddlebag.
Are you kidding me?
I love her. Okay.
This shirt was such a vibe. Again,
Super cute. $1,600 from Louis Vuitton.
Little
Louis Vuitton t-shirt, $925.
okay, then you pair it with
Okay, monogram skirt moment, 1910.
also had a denim
Dress moment, $3,400.
this one piece. What is it called?
Really like this dress, $3,150.
First, these good
I love these shoes, $990.
favorite shoe purchase.
Very pretty, $1,650. I know Gucci's doing the
Miu Miu
like
flats, and they have these.
crystal moment, Miu Miu's, $1,290.
That's comfortable.
$1,320, and she said they're comfortable.
This is the first pair. I am obsessed.
Super cute Dior Sunnies, $610.
Really different than the other ones.
I'm gonna get me a pair of Miu Sunnies, mark my word.
If you're not into books.
Okay, books, $13.
8 simple principles to find your power.
$21.
I got
Okay, we'll have the girlies out.
Form Your Sex Life. I thought it was.
This could also help the girlies out, $16.
And then I got.
These will all be in my Amazon storefront, by the way, $13.
And they had this really.
And $200 for the Chanel.
Animal. Okay.
$30. This is all from the Disney store, by the way. This frame's $30. Okay, loves the Winnie the Pooh.
House.
Okay, that is cute. $50.
Oh my god. And it said.
This is $35. My favorite, $70. Sold out.
On the damn cake was this.
And then $60. I think I saw this when I was at Disney World. So our grand total is like definitely over $30,000.
I need to say something controversial. If you don't agree with me, scroll on. I really don't care. I am so tired of seeing influencers flaunt their greed from the wealth that their literal followers have given them. Here's the thing. There is absolutely nothing wrong with treating yourself to large purchases. I'll be the first to say it. If I ever become rich and wealthy and a famous influencer, I immediately am buying my dream car. I'm buying my dream house. I'm retiring my family. The issue is not that you're buying the items. The issue is that, at least this is my thought process. I see the world around me and I see single mothers who can't afford to buy formula, who can't afford to buy diapers. I see people who have gone to jail and they're sentenced to life because of drug charges, because they were just trying to make a living for their family. And now their family's struggling because of it. I see people who are working 5 jobs at one time just to make ends meet for their family. And then we have to get on our phones and see, here is my $48,000 Chanel haul. I made a video recently about Mikayla Nogueira and how she has just been flaunting her consumerism recently. And it's absolutely insane to me because from her older videos, it seems as though she used to be very humble and grateful for the things she has. But now that she's rich and successful and she can spend $48,000 on Chanel in one day, she will also post a video at the same time of doing the angel tree video. She's being cheap about buying gifts for literal children who are not getting anything on Christmas. I'm not saying she needs to solve anybody else's problems, and I'm not saying everybody deserves a handout. There's a time and place for everything, and right now in the world, this is not the time nor the place for video after video after video of the greed and the flaunting. It's so out of touch and gross. It's disgusting. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with making the purchases. It's all about how you flaunt things in people's faces. God, if you ever give me the opportunity to have a platform, to be a content creator, I pray that you never make money change me like that. And there has to be somebody that agrees with me because it's absolutely insane to me that you could turn on your followers that fast. I'm happy for these influencers. I'm happy for these celebrities and these content creators, but let's not forget where you used to be. Let's not forget where you started. Money really does change people, and it's crazy. I want everyone to comment their favorite influencers who are generous, humble, kind, and respectful people. We need to start celebrating these influencers because they're using their platforms for good and they're not letting money change them into a whole new person.
Let's go through Mikayla's 6-figure unboxing and designer haul. And I want to preface this by saying I think that Mikayla is absolutely gorgeous. I love her content. I think she's an amazing creator. She is so impressive in what she's done. But this is a TikTok strictly about the pieces and the fashion of it all. She stated in her video that she wanted to get more into fashion and buy more pieces, but I think that the problem is that she, like so many other people, think that a designer label means fashion, and it just simply doesn't. I really thought I never was gonna have to see this nylon bag ever again. It's hideous, and it's been knocked off a million jillion times. I hate this bag. Again, when you take the Prada logo off, it's an ugly platform sneaker. Out of all the shoes at Miu Miu, this is the ugliest. A Louis Vuitton Dino Stomper. Lashgate for Louis Vuitton. This bag would be so much cooler and more chic if the fur wasn't logoed. I hated the Balenciaga sock boots. I hate these sock boots equally as much, if not maybe more. Somehow, every single year, Chanel manages to make their tweed look cheaper and uglier. I don't know how it's even possible. This looks like something that would be worn in a rap music video.
The hate that Mikayla is getting for those luxury hauls is proof that you guys would rather support someone who's been rich their entire lives over someone who has a rags to riches story. Even though the rags to riches story is way more relatable to you guys than someone who's been rich their entire lives. And it is all rooted in envy. It is all rooted in evil eye because you can't figure out why it's not you. Honey, wait your turn. No one said it couldn't be you. But y'all are so miserable living the lives that you're living that you can't even wrap your head around your time. You can't even believe that your time is coming. That's what jealousy is. It's seeing someone have something that you don't have and thinking that you can't get it. Y'all have this ingrained internal belief that you do not deserve what Mikayla has. And that is a you problem. That's not Mikayla's problem. If that video of her opening her luxury items didn't motivate you, if it didn't inspire you, if you didn't see yourself in that video, you need to have a talk with yourself, honey. As somebody that's still climbing that ladder, I saw myself in her video. I was like, damn, that's gonna be me one day. I didn't think, oh my God, this is so tasteless. It's so tone deaf. Shut the
videos about the Mikayla haul where she shares all those designer things that she bought, and a couple of people have estimated how much it costs, and it's about $100,000 to $150,000. And I had to read the comments because I was just so fascinated by what people have to say. One side is saying, I can't believe how much money she's spending on a haul. $100,000 will absolutely change my life. And then the other side is saying, I can't believe she's making that much money. Influencers are way overpaid. And as someone who's been sharing their income online as a new influencer or content creator, whatever you want to call it, let me give you some perspective. I have about 400,000 followers on TikTok and 400,000 followers on Instagram. And this month, I'm going to make my first 6-figure month. And I consider myself a mid-tier content creator. Mikayla has millions of followers, which means she's probably making crazy money. A lot of people say they hate this type of content, the luxury influencers and the ones that spend a lot of money and do hauls, but just look at the views and look at the followers. She is making that money because she's bringing in millions of views, and that's attention, and attention is very expensive. So if you don't like that type of content, well, then just block and don't watch it. By leaving hate comments, you're actually telling the algorithm that you want to see more of it, and it's going to continue showing you more stuff like that.
Chapter 7. The divorce and her new relationship. Mikayla's life took a much more personal turn when she announced that she and her husband, Cody, were getting divorced after nearly 3 years of marriage. Because their relationship and wedding had been shared so publicly, people immediately wanted to know what happened. There were theories, speculation, and people trying to figure out who was responsible. But Mikayla chose not to share every detail and made it clear that she didn't want people attacking Cody. And personally, I think that's fair. Just because someone shares their relationship online doesn't mean we're entitled to know every private detail about why it ended. Then, not long after announcing the divorce, Mikayla revealed that she had reunited with someone from her past, her high school sweetheart. And of course, the internet had opinions again. Some people thought she had moved on too quickly, others questioned the timeline, and some were simply happy to see her moving forward. But here's the thing. We know when a divorce is announced publicly. We don't necessarily know when that relationship actually ended privately or emotionally. Two people can be separated in their personal lives long before the public knows anything about it. So, should strangers really be deciding when someone is allowed to move on? What do you think? Did Mikayla move on too quickly? Or do people need to mind their business when it comes to her personal life?
I had forgotten what a PR stage situation Mikayla and Cody's wedding was to begin with, so let's review. So it is rumored that e.l.f. literally sponsored her wedding, collabed with her wedding, because they released that wedding material lip kit just a few days before they got married. Vogue did an entire follow me to get ready for my wedding. Makeup by Mario did her makeup. There was a gifting booth full of e.l.f. products for her wedding guests to experience, and they were also gifted items from other makeup brands, including Charlotte Tilbury and Anastasia Beverly Hills. But I think the weirdest part was that all the influencers who came all posted identical videos of them all getting ready for the wedding, all saying get ready with me for Mikayla or Mikayla and Cody's wedding. It was like they were contracted to do it. It was definitely giving PR stunt and giving less wedding. There was also this drama that I had completely forgotten about, that someone who knew her in high school alleged that they got a save the date but then never got an invitation, and so they followed up with her to be like, hey, am I supposed to come to this wedding? And it is alleged that she booted out a bunch of people that she did actually know to invite more influencers to the event. And this is really so hard because this is her business, right? And if you're going to make money getting married on your wedding, why the hell not? But these sorts of sponsored weddings don't give longevity. You know what I mean?
We're at Mikayla and Cody's wedding to celebrate their love. When I say every single detail of this wedding was absolutely stunning. I have never seen so many flowers in my life. The beautiful bride and groom. Mikayla was the most gorgeous bride I've ever laid my eyes on. Honey, I immediately grabbed me an e.l.f. lip kit and put it right on. And when I say we danced the night away, honey, the sweat was just dripping.
Mikayla Nogueira wedding time. Okay, guys, it's been a couple days since Mikayla Nogueira got wedding. What a lot of people don't know is that People Magazine got the exclusive photos of Mikayla Nogueira's wedding. Did she sell her photos? I guess she might have sold them to People Magazine. So here's one of the photos here. I believe that is Chris Appleton putting on the veil, which I didn't know he does that. I thought he just did hair, but whatever. So anyways, he's doing that. That's her dress. She looks really cute. Again, I wish she was smiling in this photo here. Oh, Cody entered the chat. Remember, you do not talk about Cody. Okay, so this is a good picture of Mikayla smiling. Finally, girl. Again, a People's Magazine exclusive. Here she is looking up at Cody. You can see a little bit of jewelry there. I wish she would have had, I don't know, I don't see a necklace. I think she would have looked better with a little blinged out necklace. Bling, bling. And that photo there. This was a cute one, but let me show you more. And I think they're dancing on some petals here. And for honestly, the most expensive part of, I feel like any wedding is going to be, one big factor is the flowers. But anyway, so here it is. They're doing a little dance there. Now, a lot of people were saying, you guys in the comments were saying that now that Cody's married, Cody got the bag. Cody got the bag. He's going to run off. He's going to run off with the bag. And I was like, do you think he's going to run off? I don't think so. I think he's there to stay.
Mikayla and Cody's marriage lasted around 3 years, and during those years, Mikayla had also spoken openly online about Cody's past struggles with addiction and his recovery. Then came the divorce announcement with the now famous opening line, "And you're going to want to sit down for this video." And immediately, you knew something big was coming.
I want to stat this video by saying I appreciate you and I love you, and you're gonna want to sit down for this video. I am getting a divorce. Take a minute. Take it in. I am getting a divorce. Cody and I love each other so much. We love each other so much. We would do literally anything for each other. I want you to know that. I'm not going to be sharing any details whatsoever as to why Cody and I have made this decision. The main reason I am doing that is because I want to protect Cody. Cody deserves that. We both want to heal. Cody deserves to be happy. Cody deserves to be happy. So do I. This is an extremely shitty thing. No one gets married to get a divorce. Absolutely no one. But what I can tell you is that this is very amicable. We talk every day. He comes over for dinner. He sees the dogs. Cody and I were together for 5 years, married for 2. And they are some of the best memories of my life. Memories that I will cherish forever. And I do not regret a single thing, nor does Cody. I know there is going to be so much speculation as to why Cody and I are getting a divorce. But I want to guarantee you that no amount of speculation, no one claiming they know why we're getting a divorce, no video from a T page or a drama channel knows why Cody and I made this decision. The only people that know why Cody and I made this decision is Cody and I. I just want to make that very, very clear. And one thing I want to ask is, Cody and I are in this together. And I see a lot of times when people get a divorce or separate, people try to pit people against each other, pick sides. I'm asking you not to do that. Cody and I are in this together. Please don't pull us apart. Second thing I'm going to ask is, Cody and I have been very open about his struggles with addiction. And I'm going to ask you if you can please leave that out of the conversation. They are 2 separate things. It is had enough as it is to be an addict and to struggle to stay sober. What happens now? Well, the reason I'm pretty put together in this video is because we made this decision last year. And I've spent the last few months processing this, a lot of crying, a lot of talking to family, friends, therapy, everything you can think of to get to a place where I can make this video. Now I heal. I just want you to know that I appreciate the support that you have shown Cody and I over the last 5 years. You guys rooted for my relationship and my marriage so hard, and I appreciate it so much. Cody and I are both terrified. We're entering a completely new chapter of our lives, an unexpected chapter, and we're embracing it. And even if it's terrifying, it's exciting too. Listen, sometimes life has different plans for you. And Cody and I have both accepted that. So what happens now is nothing. I have been going through this with Cody for the past few months. Shit's tough. There's a lot of crying. There's a lot of emotions, but I'm still going to show up every day. And I'm still going to do my cute little Valentine's Day videos I do every year. And And nothing really changing on the work side. I'm still going to be creating my beauty content and my makeup content. But I just want you to know I'm still here. Anyways, hopefully I've said everything I wanted to say. And I appreciate the support. And again, please don't tear Cody and I apart, because that's not what we want. Love you.
Mikayla, my nigga, stopping the whole For You page just to tell us that she's getting a divorce and then doesn't even elaborate. But you know what my speculations is? I think he's gay and he cheated and he also hasn't stopped doing drugs. But she finally put her foot down. How you got the nerve to be a drug addict in a lavender relationship? Not gonna work out, buddy. You like booty. That's okay. I knew you were gay. She probably just caught on. But we knew you were gay. She tells us she doesn't want any speculation, and if we speculate, you're probably so far wrong. Well, there's only a few things that could be wrong. He cheated with a bitch or he cheated with a nigga. And he's a drug addict. Which one? Or all of them? All of the above. You didn't want to elaborate, so now we're forming our own opinions. And that's okay to do, because why? You put your business on the internet. Anyway.
So Mikayla here had to turn her comments off after being blasted for her divorce announcement, and I think I have a few ideas as to why this didn't land the way she thought it would. Let's start by the way she says the word start. Mikayla has been accused of selectively leaning into her Boston accent in an effort to appear relatable to her audience as an ultra-wealthy influencer. Well, I went way back to find a video of her saying the word start before her internet fame, and I will let you guys be the judge.
I'm gonna start doing like random vlogs, and I want to stat this video.
Now, it's one thing to lean into the parasocial relationships you've built with your audience, but when you follow a video like this up with an endless barrage of advertisements for your makeup brand, people are gonna take note.
By saying, I appreciate you. Get ready with me for Valentine's Day! Babe, you don't need a man on Valentine's Day. But what you do need is a bomb-ass lip combo.
Herein lies the problem that anybody like Mikayla runs into when they try to appear relatable. Even when you're posting about something that should be relatable and that is deserving of empathy, instead of speaking from the heart, you end up waiting all day for the exact hour the sunlight from the sunset is pouring into your mansion so you can set your camera up and record this monologue. You are simply too rich and too self-absorbed to be relatable to people who can't afford groceries or housing.
I want to start this video by saying I appreciate you, I love you, and you're gonna want to take a seat for this one. I am getting a divorce. Take a minute. Let that in. I am getting a divorce.
I never thought I would ever have to make this video, but the day has come, and you're gonna want to sit down for this. Mikayla Nogueira got a divorce! No! Let it out. Let it out. Ah! Take a minute. Take it in.
I want to start this video off by saying what I'm about to say is really hard, okay? Cody and I are getting a divorce, okay? Take it in. Just take a minute. Take a minute. I know this is hard. Just like parallel parking the car. But we'll get through it.
I am getting a divorce.
can honestly say that I have never seen a divorce announcement like Mikayla Nogueira's. That was actually insane. From the beginning when she told us to sit down. Like, what am I sitting down for? Like, I gotta take the... Whew.
Mikayla, the beauty influencer, she has to have the worst set of followers on this app. Nobody has a set of followers worse than her. Those people watch that woman just to hate her. Everything she do, they find a problem with it. There's nothing that she can do to make her followers happy. I can't imagine having a platform the size that she got and have to deal with what she deal with those people. She recently announced her divorce, And now all of a sudden, after months of people being in her business, months of people speculating what was going on between her and her husband, constantly making videos, constantly in her comment section. Where's Cody? I don't see Cody in this video. Cody wasn't at this event. I wonder what's going on with Cody. Been heavily invested in this woman's marriage as if they've been part of her marriage. And then now when she tell you to sit down and take it all in, y'all acting as if she doing too much. No, she presented it to you that way for a reason. She see the comments. She see the videos that you making. She know how heavily invested you been in her business and her marriage this whole time. So yeah, that's exactly why she said it that way. You do need to prepare yourself for it, because this is what you've been looking for this whole time. This is what you've been speculating around for months in her business. I think the reason why it rubbed me the wrong way is because I used to sit and wonder why y'all was so invested and worried about her business when it came to her and her husband. And then just to see y'all do this switch up where you act like you never cared. Oh yeah, you cared a lot. You cared a lot. I hope that she really takes care of her mental health, because I can only imagine how this got to be on her when she already going through something like this with a divorce and everything that she done been through in that marriage. Just to get online, finally tell y'all what you've been asking about, and then you turn around and do this while she already going through this difficult time. Like, y'all are very insensitive and y'all nasty spirited.
I am officially a divorced woman. I just got officially divorced, so obviously I want me to officially be a divorced woman. Get ready with me for divorce court.
Soon after her divorce finalized, then came another surprise. Not long after, we found out that Mikayla was seeing someone new, a man she would soon introduce to her audience. And of course, the internet had a lot to say about it.
Mikayla Nogueira is actually sending me, because what do you mean 2-3 weeks ago she was announcing her divorce and now she's like, get ready with me to go on a date. Pardon? Girl, I'm still sat down. She's doing her makeup in this get ready with me to go on a date, and then some white musky liquid falls on her lip and she's like, that's about to be me tonight. Pardon? No, what the hell? And then straight after, she's like, I'm trying to be a bit more private with my life. I cannot keep up, but she's got me hooked though. Her marketing strategy, 10 out of 10. The strategy is just pure flipping randomness, like anything can happen next. Get ready with me to go on a date with Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm actually pregnant with his child, but also get ready with me to divorce him. All eyes are on Mikayla right now, and then she's like, oh, I've actually released a new perfume. You should buy it. Bravo, Mikayla, you got us good. Also, who do we think she's going on this date with? Because I do not have a flipping clue.
Do blondes have more fun or what?
Tonight we're gonna find out.
I want to ask you everything about this new man of yours.
Oh, period. I wish I had my phone. I'd show you a picture.
Is he here tonight?
No, oh my God, I wish. I think that was the biggest thing I learned from my marriage was I want to protect what I have going forward.
Right.
So, you know, he's my man and I'm gonna keep him a secret for now.
I love it. What advice do you have for young women who are maybe getting divorced or there's some redirection in their life?
I mean, I'm in my 20s and a lot of times I say I'm ashamed that I had a failed marriage, but a lot of people told me you can't be ashamed. Like your first marriage, which a lot of people get married twice or 3 times or 4 times, it teaches you a lot, and it tells you what you want to take into your future relationships, your future marriages. And I learned so much from my first marriage, and I don't regret a thing.
People on TikTok are upset at Mikayla Nogueira for announcing in her new TikTok that she has been with her boyfriend for over a year, even though she just announced her divorce back in February.
To me, for the past year, Zach has been the absolute light in my life. I mean,
Now, back on February 12th, that's when Mikayla Nogueira announced that she was officially getting a divorce. Now, she did say that her and her still current husband, I believe, because she just started going to divorce court, that they have been separated for a little while, but she was still posting TikToks with him back on Christmas. So how exactly has she been with this new man for well over a year if she is still currently married, going through a divorce, and just announced her divorce back in February? And on the video where she talks about him being her boyfriend for over a year, she's actually had to turn off the comments because of how upset people were getting. And on some TikToks that people have made being upset about this, they even said right here, accusing her of even mentioning an affair.
I have absolutely no idea what I went through off camera in my marriage. I'm just saying. No f***ing clue.
I knew this video was coming. Mikayla makes it abundantly clear that we have no idea what happened in her marriage to Cody and that she is tired of the way people are talking about Zach on the internet. And there's a lot to unpack here, so let's get into it.
Actually, I don't like how people are treating Zach because I don't know what it stems from.
She doesn't know where it stems from, all this hate and doubt in Zach. And let me just be clear, the people that support her aren't doubting Zach. It's the people that are covering her divorce and her story times about Zach that press the issue about it. Let me be the reminder, Zach is the one where back in high school, he slept with her and then the very next day broke it off with her. And then she went and tried to be with his twin brother in order to get him back. Taking it a step further, she made it clear in a recent post that Zach has always been in the background throughout her life and every single relationship, quote unquote, trying to win her heart, and that they have cared very deeply for each other and have always been in each other's lives. That tells everybody that this man had no respect for your relationships, and neither did you because you were entertaining.
The relationship I am currently in is the healthiest relationship I have ever been in. I have never been treated so well by someone. Zachary is just, I would wish my relationship on anyone. It is so incredible.
Now here's a clip of her saying that exact same thing about Cody.
And it is the best relationship I've ever had in my life. And it happened at random. And it's full of love, and it's love I've never felt before.
Moving forward, she also says people have no clue why her and Cody actually divorced, but she left the marriage. I'm pretty sure we all knew that she left the marriage based on how she's posting. But she also says, you know, she's not trying to shit on him. She is just coping. So all of these videos about get ready for divorce court, let me live this fantasy, her slow motion walking into her fancy car and closing the door, her saying in her own videos, I guarantee you this makeup is going to last longer than my marriage. None of that is shitting on Cody. That is her just coping. But what I thought was interesting is how she chose to compare her marriage, because this is the words that she used.
Don't get married if you're not going to take it seriously. Don't get married if you're just going to walk away. So someone who's getting fucking beat the shit out of them every day by their husband should just stay. I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but you're saying that's what you're saying, essentially. You're saying that no matter what they go through in that marriage, cheating, abuse, whatever the fuck, they should stay.
Now, for me personally, I've never seen one person tell her that she can't divorce Cody. By all means, if your marriage is no longer serving you, yes, divorce the man. But it's the way you started moving during the divorce proceedings that everybody was like, what? Upset that people are telling you that you aren't taking it seriously when all you show us is you not taking it seriously, you using your coping mechanisms to not take it seriously. I want your audience to be accepting of Zach, but you choose what your audience sees. You choose what you post. You have controlled the narrative this entire time. Now you're upset that the audience is using what you've given them to talk about.
So when it comes to Mikayla Nogueira and this whole situation, when it comes to divorcing Cody and then her possibly, I would say maybe emotionally cheating on Cody with her new boyfriend, to me, it's just like everything is content for this woman. I think that's what y'all like are forgetting. She comes from the era that everything is content, that you make everything content. You want to make money off of everything your whole life. Like if you're going to put your life out there, you going to put your life out there. And that's how she moves. That's how she moves. That's why she exploited Cody's sobriety journey. That's why she exploited their wedding. That's why we know way too much. Honestly, like I don't even know why I know that he sold his truck to get you your ring, your first ring, and then you upgraded your own ring yourself with a partnership because it was too small for you because now you're rich. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just everything's content. And I feel like that's why she posts so much she does, puts us in her business, and then it backfires on her, which really it's not backfiring because it's putting money in her pocket. I feel like a lot of the time this is for engagement and this is for money in her pocket. She's launching something, or like she needs the visibility back on her. That's what you got to understand. But yeah, I just think that her coming out and basically ever so many posts or like words admitting that these two kind of have always had like a connection or emotional relationship since high school, even while she was kind of married, like almost child, like if you really read into it, baby, that's what's happening here. Is for like the content. It's content, baby. That's why her divorce is content. That's why she lies for content. She raged. I feel like Mikayla rage baits. Like she came up on the time of like social media where she knows how to work this shit. Okay, so she got everybody talking, right? She winning on this, but I don't know, child. Like, here's my thing too with this whole situation. My thing that I get a little frustrated is like, if you're gonna put everybody into your business for content, don't be mad when people really in your business with content and then they have opinions on your business for content. Because that's my issue with her little following, like her very toxic following. A lot of people have toxic followings. Like, people get mad that people critique her or in her business, but this is how she makes her money, by putting us in her motherfucking business. You can't have one and the other, Bookie. That's what y'all are not getting when it comes to the social media game. If you gon' make your life content, don't be surprised when people have opinions.
My boyfriend Zach just moved in with me officially, and tonight we're having his family over. We're cooking chicken parmesan.
Get dressed with me to celebrate my boyfriend Zach is moving in with me.
Officially, and tonight we're having...
Oh damn, did Cody even finish packing his socks before Zach moved in? I mean, if I were Zach, I'd want to get out of my mama's house to move into my sugar mama's house too. Why are we celebrating a man moving in with us? Like, why is this such a big event that you're hosting a family dinner? I'm not gonna act like this.
Hi.
Awkward.
I just want to say that I miss you. That I love you.
That behavior is not awkward. I mean, this man just literally has like no emotion in his eyes. Like, he has dead eyes to me. It's actually quite scary. That whole video of him saying like, I love you, hi. It just seemed very performative. Like, he knows that this is gonna get clipped by Mikayla and posted online for everybody to see, to be like, oh my God, look at how amazing my boyfriend is. Like, if this man didn't want you back then, he wanted nothing to do with you until you got money, why are we even giving him the time of day? Now he's moving out of his mama's house into your house. Girl.
Mikayla Nogueira moved in with her boyfriend.
Get dressed with me to celebrate that my boyfriend Zach just moved in with me officially.
And of course, the internet has a lot to say. Now, first of all, can I just be very honest? Mikayla Nogueira could get all of her fortune donated to an orphanage and the internet will still find something negative to say, okay? I think that it is so cringe, sad, desperate for people to hate on her and live their lives in the comment section instead of going out and making their dreams come true. Okay? Now, is it too soon for Mikayla to move in with her man? No! They've known each other since freaking high school, okay? I got married with my husband who moved in the day after we met. Just saying, girl. When you know, okay? And listen, this obsession with trying to find something wrong with Mikayla in every single corner, it doesn't convince anyone to hate Mikayla. It just shows how pathetic you are. Be happy for others. Be joyful, be grateful, and you too can actually have all of your dreams come true, man. Just let this girl be. Congratulations, Mikayla, girl. And you know what? If you were with Zach, honey, if you, any one of us, we would move in with him 2.5 seconds after we met. Oh.
Chapter 8, the $50,000 beauty room. And finally, we come to one of the latest conversations surrounding Mikayla. The beauty room, after everything we've just talked about, the luxury hauls, the designer purchases, and the accusations that she's become out of touch, Mikayla revealed another major project, a new beauty room, and the price being discussed, around $50,000. And once again, the internet had something to say. Some people think spending that amount of money on a beauty room is completely ridiculous. Others are basically saying, it's her money, why do you care? And personally, I'm leaning more towards the second one. Yes, $50,000 is a lot of money. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it's not. But let's also remember what Mikayla actually does for a living. Makeup isn't simply something she does in that room for fun. That room is her workplace. It's where she films, it's where she reviews products, it's where she creates the content that millions of people watch. And ultimately, it's part of the business that has made her successful. Other businesses spend thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, building offices, studios, and workspaces. So why does it suddenly become ridiculous because Mikayla's workplace happens to be a beauty room? Now, could you create a beauty room for much less than $50,000? Absolutely. But if she can afford it and that's what she wants, why shouldn't she? And this brings us right back to the bigger conversation we've been having throughout this video. When are we genuinely holding Mikayla accountable? And when are we simply judging the way she chooses to live? Because criticizing somebody for misleading their audience with a product review is one thing. Criticizing somebody simply because you don't like how much money they're spending is something completely different. And personally, I think sometimes those two conversations get mixed together when it comes to Mikayla. So let me ask you, if you had Mikayla's money and makeup and content creation were literally your career, would you spend $50,000 creating your dream beauty room? Or do you think this is where her spending has genuinely become excessive?
I have had the same style beauty room for 6 years, and I'm tired of it. I'm no longer inspired in my space, so I have decided to do a $50,000 renovation on this beauty room. And that means I have to get rid of absolutely everything. This project's probably gonna take 3 full days.
And that's where I come in.
So say goodbye, because this is the last time you're gonna ever see this room like this. Not only are we donating all of the furniture, but we're getting rid of over 50% of this opened makeup. I know half of this shit's expired, and I just don't want the clutter anymore. We know I wear a collective 3 lipsticks, so why do I have all of this? The desk has seen better days, so I'm having one custom built. The last few weeks, I worked with a designer to create my perfect beauty room. Now, this is just a very rough rendering, but this will give you an idea of what's gonna happen. The entire space is gonna be custom, ambient LED lighting, granite counter spaces, custom desk. So follow along, because guarantee this is some shit you're gonna wanna see. You may wanna even sit down for it.
Never in my life did I think I would call the Kardashians humble and down to earth, but when you put them next to Mikayla Nogueira, anything's possible. She is remodeling her makeup room for over $50,000 while getting rid of what she claims is over $100,000 in makeup. Naturally, people commented that $50,000 would change their lives because, I mean, who's wouldn't it these days? Response, construction is expensive. He asked why she even needed to mention the price in the first place. She said, engagement. And there it is, people. She's not accidentally out of touch. She's intentionally rage baiting you guys. You know why? Because outrage pays her bills. Another person said something similar, that $50,000 would completely change their lives, and she said, gotta invest in a career like this. Girl, stop. Throwing free makeup across the room while reminding people how rich you are is not a career investment. Emotional panhandling? Well, in the reverse. She is out here flashing money left and right as if the $100,000 Chanel haul wasn't enough. People get angry, they comment, they repost, they stitch it, and then she gets paid for the engagement she openly admits that she wants. All the beauty brands, they're just as ridiculous. They keep sending all of this makeup to a millionaire who can't possibly use it all. And what's sad is that smaller creators are begging just for one opportunity to get a PR package. Then everybody acts shocked when she throws it away like expired Halloween candy. Trust, Mikayla is not confused why everybody's so outraged about this. She understands the business perfectly. She knows that being disliked is far more profitable than, well, people liking her. We're not exposing her by leaving an angry comment. You are clocking in for free, just for her. Let's be honest, she's not genuinely out of touch. She's doing it to rage bait because that's what pays her bills.
Do a $50,000 renovation.
Rage bait or not, I think it's pretty disgusting that this is her response to one of her supporters letting her know that $50,000 would be so life-changing for them that they would be set for life. It's giving, wow, 50K would be so life-changing for you. Anyways, construction's very expensive. Are you dense in the head? And it wouldn't be in true Mikayla fashion to do this renovation without shading her soon-to-be ex-husband and previous marriage. Keep that far away from me, is her comment to this video. Imagine how much love and support she would receive had she given this to a bride-to-be or somebody that could actually make use of it, since she never will. Girl, please don't tell me you're throwing this stuff away. I'm sure somebody would love to receive that P. Louise box. I am throwing this away. Why? What's the point in all of that? Not to mention how many other products in this beauty room have just sat there to expire when she could have easily just donated all of that before their expiration date to a woman's shelter. She is recording herself throwing away all these products while her supporters are actively begging for them in the comment section. She sees the comments begging her for the products. She doesn't care. She never will care. And her supporters don't realize that. Supporters are even fighting themselves in the comment section. You got one half begging and pleading for these products, and the other half is she doesn't have to give you anything. Imagine that this is the face that she makes watching her supporters beg for her makeup products that she's no longer going to use, knowing damn well that she's trashing all of them. Cody built this dream beauty room for her, and now her new boyfriend Zach is building the next one.
Once again, Mikayla is proving just how out of touch she is with her actual audience, because she made this video and she starts it off by saying this.
I have had the same style beauty room for 6 years, and I'm tired of it. I'm no longer inspired in my space, so I have decided to do a $50,000 renovation.
The problem is not the fact that she is doing a renovation. It is not the fact that she no longer feels inspired in her room. The problem is that she had to announce how much she was spending. And Mikayla does this quite often, where she flexes all of her wealth. And being wealthy also is not a problem. What is a problem is most of the people that watch her on this app don't even make $50,000 a year. And the comments did eat her up. You have this comment where they say $50,000, that's how much I would need to be set for life. Which $50,000 is not setting anybody for life. That's clearly an exaggeration, but it does show how bad people are struggling. And Mikayla decides to chime in with, construction is so expensive. And then there were other comments like, it's just funny watching this while I legit have $100 to my name. $50,000 would actually change my life right now. Type of shit that comes up while I have $50 in my checking. You'll get the point. People were not thrilled.
I'm no longer inspired in my space, so I have decided to do a $50,000 renovation on this beauty room.
Now, I don't get $50,000, but you know what? You have inspired me, because this is my current beauty room. Honestly, I feel like it's time for me to update it a little bit. This is my current area. I took a picture of my beauty room situation one, okay? I sent it to ChatGPT. Showed me this. I want that. Seriously. But in order for me to get something like that, I have to have it custom. But I don't got that kind of money. I don't got Mikayla Nogueira's money, okay? I don't got that money. But you know what? We're going to make it close as possible on a budget. I think I may end up having to go to IKEA, because I'm thinking at IKEA, I get like an L-shaped desk, storage drawers underneath, and have it hopefully connected to this right here.
I have had the same style beauty room for 6 years.
I will say it is giving bitter. It really is. Because this was her literally a year ago.
What would be a little girl's dream? Like, she walks into this room and just is in awe, and I think I achieved.
Now, I'm not saying you can't change and become a better person, but I think the fact that Cody dedicated his time to build her this room and make sure it was done is an excuse that she is probably using to get rid of this. Essentially demolishing everything from her past marriage. Even though she's had the same style for 6 years, it hasn't been exactly the same all 6 years. She admits to having 4 different beauty rooms, and each time that she had those beauty rooms, she tweaked it and twisted it to what she liked. until she finally perfected it last year. And now all of a sudden, I do like her new concept though. I think it's very pretty. Do I think this is worth $50,000? No. I think she's getting ripped off. And a few people that are in the home renovation system would tell you that this isn't worth $50K. They saw her house, and they said, hike those numbers up. We getting paid.
Mikayla Nogueira is once again being accused of using her wealth to mock struggling people for engagement, and many viewers say they are tired of it. This week, the beauty influencer announced that she plans to completely rebuild her makeup room with a $50,000 budget. While she has every right to spend her own money, people questioned why she needed to repeatedly mention the price. One viewer said $50,000 could completely change their life. Mikayla replied that construction was expensive. When another person directly asked why the cost needed to be included, she answered with one word: engagement. That response made the situation worse. Critics now believe she knew the price would upset people who are struggling with rent, food, and other basic costs, and that she used their frustration to increase comments and views. Some viewers also pointed out that much of the makeup inside the room was likely sent to her for free by brands. They felt it was insensitive to show piles of unused and expired products while talking about spending another $50,000 on the room. Supporters argued that Mikayla earned her money and can use it however she wants. What do you think?
And finally, here are my final thoughts. When you look at Mikayla's entire journey, it really is quite a transformation. She went from sitting in front of a camera, showing people how she covered her acne, to becoming one of the biggest beauty influencers online. And yes, Mikayla has made mistakes. She's had controversies, and I absolutely believe influencers should be held accountable when they mislead their audience. Lashgate is a perfect example. If people are spending their hard-earned money because of something you're showing or recommending to them, then yes, you have a responsibility to be honest. But at some point, we also have to ask ourselves, are we still holding Mikayla accountable, or have some people simply decided that they don't like her anymore? Because if Mikayla buys a designer bag, people have something to say. If she shows her house, people have something to say. If she spends $50,000 on a beauty room, people have something to say. If she gets into a new relationship, people have something to say. People question her accent, people question the way she looks, and some have even created memes making fun of her appearance. And that's where I draw the line. You can criticize someone's actions, you can question their product reviews, you can decide you don't trust their recommendations, you can even decide that you simply don't like their content anymore. That's completely fine. But making fun of somebody's appearance, that's not accountability, that's bullying. And I don't agree with that, and I don't condone it. Personally, I think this lady should be allowed to live her life. She worked for what she has. If she wants to buy designer bags and she can afford them, that's her choice. If she wants to spend $50,000 creating the beauty room of her dreams, where she also happens to run her business, that's her choice too. And this brings me back to the comparison we made earlier with Becca Bloom. Why can we watch someone who grew up around wealth, showing an extremely luxurious lifestyle, and call it aspirational? But when someone becomes wealthy through their own career, suddenly we tell them they've changed, they're showing off, or they're out of touch. And maybe Mikayla has changed. Let's be realistic. Most people's lives would change if they went from working a normal job to becoming a millionaire. But changing your lifestyle because your circumstances have changed doesn't automatically make you a bad person. And I think that's the bigger conversation here. Where does accountability end and resentment begin? So now I want to turn the conversation over to you. Do you think the internet has been too harsh on Mikayla? Do you think she's genuinely become out of touch? Do you think Lashgate permanently damaged people's trust in her? And that's why everything she does now gets questioned. Why do you think people react differently to Mikayla showing her wealth compared to someone like Becca Bloom? Do you think there's a double standard between people who are born into wealth and people who become wealthy later? And finally, Do you think people simply need to leave Mikayla alone and let her enjoy the life she's worked for? Let me know what you think in the comments. Whether you agree with me or completely disagree, I genuinely want to hear your perspective. And before I go, I just want to say that this video took me days to research, put together, and complete. So if you've made it all the way to the end, I genuinely appreciate you for watching. Please support the channel by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing the video. Every bit of engagement helps this video reach more people and helps more people discover the channel. Thank you so much for your support and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.